Back then, what?
Especially back then, I used to hate it, bro. Like when I was really in my like Chicago, like staying in Chicago wave, when people would talk about all the stuff here, I'm like, bro, you guys don't understand what's going on in Chicago right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm in Chicago, what was it? 4th of July, 30 murders in a weekend type thing, bro. Every party we're at is getting shut down because someone got shot outside. Like,
are you done?
Yeah.
Take 2.
Yes, thank you. Take 2.
This is part of podcasting.
What do you mean? What's a part of podcasting?
You said something like that to me off mic earlier, and that's what
I
I'm
was saying you being able to answer questions off the jump or tell a story off the jump is a part of podcasting.
I know, and I'm saying technical difficulties is a part of podcasting.
That one I'm not giving you. Anyways.
Not when you're what? Sorry?
I said that one I'm not giving you.
Okay. Sure. So
it's a part of media in general. Anytime you're working with electronics, it's going to be technical difficulties.
What was that thing you guys were talking about? How like girlfriends don't get the...
Whoa, I don't know. That's one of the topics on the list. But anyways, are we good? Is everything rolling, recording? Are there any technical difficulties we need to talk about before we start?
No, I think we ironed those out, Zoe.
Right,
but you know what's funny? You can't get upset at technical difficulties.
I can.
Because it's the machines. It's the machine's fault.
No, it's not. It's mine.
It's all ours.
I still do.
Like, what are you supposed to do when the machine just stops working?
We fix it.
Yell at class. Yeah, fix it.
Like there's 1 in a million things that can happen with corruption and files and everything like that. And it's like
we had Jay Richards on here confirm that, and Zoe's just like, nope, it's your fault.
No, it's still your fault.
Figure it out, yo. Anyways, guys, welcome to episode 17?
Yeah.
Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main host, Zoe.
Trezor.
And Clyde.
Mucho.
And as I mentioned before, we are back in Canada, back home in the studio. And I mean, how do you guys feel that we're back to regular programming?
Feels good to be home.
Yeah, like I love going on trips and going on vacation and stuff, but every time I come back home to Toronto, I'm happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to like settle back in comfortably?
Ooh, I still got some clothes.
No way, Mucho. That's gross. That's crazy.
You didn't unpack yet?
I just been moving around so much, but I'm on like the last load. Pause.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay, hold on. We got back on April 30th.
Yeah.
It is now May 6th.
Facts.
Technically May 7th.
Facts.
And you still have not fully unpacked or done laundry.
No, like I had enough clothes at the crib, but there's just one suitcase left where I'm just like, all right, let me just do this one. You know what I mean?
Do you have laundry in your apartment or you have to go to the...
No, it's literally right next to my room.
Oh, but it's public laundry?
No. It's in my house.
Oh, it's in your, you've in-unit laundry.
Yeah, just not
okay, come on, there's no excuse.
Yeah, there isn't.
That's crazy.
Nah.
I think it took me, like, we landed on Wednesday. I think by, like, Saturday, Sunday, I was, like, fully...
Yeah, really?
You wanted to start the week off, everything...
Well, I wanted to so I got back and I immediately, we landed at 12:30 a.m. technically Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And I got home, showered, went to sleep, and I was just working back to back Thursday, Friday. And then I took the weekend to I literally decluttered my room, vacuumed, dusted, did laundry, sorted everything out. Now my life is back. Went to the gym.
That's real.
Things are back to normal.
See, it took a minute for me. I don't think it was until Monday morning that I was able to get back to normal, just because we had that where we got off the flight late and then I went straight into work that morning and then worked the following day. And I just used that time to sleep. And then I did hot tubs on the weekend. And then I had to do the vlog. So that's why editing that, I kind of needed to remember how things went and how to tell that story. So after I finally exported that, that's when I was kind of all right, back to life.
Yeah, I just been barely home. I just helped my parents move last weekend too.
Where'd your parents move to?
They're in North York now. No.
Oh, that's not far at all.
Nah, no, it's dope. I'm able to see them.
Where were they before?
They're in Milton before.
Oh, interesting. People usually the flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they moved from Milton to North York.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, but my sis works downtown now, and it just makes sense. Yeah.
Immigrant parents love Milton.
You think so?
They do.
Not as much as Brampton.
I would say Brampton's definitely.
Milton might be becoming the new Brampton though.
Word?
Yeah.
Isn't Brampton bigger than Mississauga population-wise now? Or is it just...
Oh, yeah, it just overtook it, I think.
Might be.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. But you know, I could tell that it was Milton was about to become Brampton when I tried to hoop there one day, and then it was just people playing cricket. I'm like, all right, we getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cricket is definitely a Brampton. Every time I like walk my dog by a park near my house, there's always men's there playing cricket.
But they take over the basketball courts too, though.
That's kind
That's not right.
You don't need the court to play cricket.
That's not right. It's crazy. That's not right.
Time and
it's
place.
crazy.
Unethical.
Yeah. But what were y'all like highlights of Jamaica? I mean, we had the Jamaica episode. We dropped the vlog, which people are really taking to. What was like, people are saying we need to start doing more traveling, more relentless vlogs.
We needed more of you in it though.
But I mean, that's Clyde's fault.
No, it isn't.
Nah,
Because
no,
why?
it's not.
Because it was
Everything's
That's
It was-
technically it's
Because
actually your
no,
fault.
it was basically just circumstantial though, because you were staying upstairs and we were staying downstairs.
Yeah.
By the time you got ready, like half that stuff is just us getting ready.
Yeah.
That
But
is true.
you're linking us down there. When we come back later at night, you're going upstairs. We're downstairs. So it's like it's not like we had a camera crew. We had Clyde that's trying his best and filming everybody, but he's where he's at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Couldn't really be. Yeah, I had to think.
so like
you know,
if anything, like
content.
if we wanted to like super have more of you in it, then we probably would have had to have the friend that you were staying with record a lot of what
Yeah.
you guys were doing.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean?
But
like,
even
add it
so,
to it.
when you're alone, you're probably not doing stuff. Like you're
Yeah.
just chilling.
No, literally, we would just be like under the covers.
Yeah.
Like, just
So
talking with
she
the
would
agent.
have to just be
Our
around
room is also
us.
like the hangout room too. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
I
like
couldn't
any-
spend a lot of time in there. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting very overwhelmed at that room.
Everyone spent a lot of time. in
There's
there.
too much going on.
Everyone had their own little hideaway if they wanted to go take a nap or something. Not us. We were the social gathering crew.
Zoe, did you get sick of them at some point?
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. What day was it?
The recording day.
Yeah, it was the day we recorded, which was the Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Monday I was sick. Sick of it.
It was Tuesday. It was the Tuesday. Monday was
It was
both
the
day.
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, okay, so Tuesday morning, like, I didn't even say nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like you just recorded and you just shut up.
Cause
No, like they came upstairs and I did not say anything.
Up,
like,
up until
but
like,
Zoe's so funny because she knows we're about to record.
up until about an hour before we recorded, Zoe didn't make eye contact, didn't look at us, didn't say one thing to us. She was more upset than the time that we lost the episode. I had never seen Zoe this upset. It was the most upset I've ever seen her.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to break the silence. I'm like, so Zoe, how are you? I'm all right.
No eye contact or nothing. It was like, God.
I was like, yeah. I was sick of these niggas.
Yeah.
That's really where I
But
was
you
at.
know, a couple red stripes later, we're laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in a better mood later. Yeah.
But it's funny because one of your cousins was like, yo, like this is he was surprised that no one actually fought on the trip. And to be honest, that never crossed my mind. Like I never thought that we would like any of us would actually get into like an argument where it was like beef
No.
on the trip.
And we didn't really. That was probably the most upset anybody ever got, right?
Yeah. And to be honest, like, don't get me wrong, like, I get irritated at everything. Like it's nothing personal. Like it could have been a group trip with all girls and someone that trip would have caught irritation from me.
Was it like, okay, I don't know if I can travel with you guys ever
No,
again type thing? Okay, all right.
Not
all
at
right.
all. Not at all. It was more just like, bro,
Like overstimulation?
overstimulation, tired, irritated.
That happens for everybody.
It happens for everyone. Like I said, it was nothing. Like I said, I've had that happen on like every time I've been out with a friend. Even just me and my homegirl. I'm like, yo, today you're cheesing me today, dog. Like,
I think we
know what I
did.
mean?
Yeah, I think some people said
But-
like had that sentiment to me. It's like, wow, like you guys came back all friends and everything. It's like, yeah, of course.
But your cousin was like, yo, like he's actually surprised that like no one actually got into like a beef. Like but I mean, that's a frequent thing though.
I messaged you when you were finished the pod. I could hear the fatigue in all of your guys' voices when you started. Like, I could hear each one of you started off like, yeah.
That was the
it
end of the
good.
trip, though.
And then you got hyped up. I was like, okay, now we're getting someplace.
Yeah. We were on our last leg. Chisor had like one outfit left. People were like messaging me like, yo, does Chisor not own shorts? I'm like, yo.
And this is what I hate about people, bro. It's like,
They were like, yo, Nazareth to Jamaica in sweatpants.
do you guys like people don't think before they type? Because do you genuinely think that if I had any other option, I purposely chose to wear pants? Like you guys think that I woke up and purposely chose to do that?
And I won't lie, that day was hot.
Yeah.
That day was hot. And I saw you pull up. Chisor looked so defeated. He had like, he had a t-shirt on, a vest on, pants. I was like, dog, are you all
Just
right?
literally all I had left.
He was like, yo, I ain't got no more clothes. But I mean, that last day was. I mean, we didn't get a lot of footage of like the last day.
Yeah.
But the last.
Yeah, we just didn't want to post it.
Oh, I won't lie. No, but we couldn't post it. We didn't want to post it, and we couldn't post it because the last day, somehow I got like a last burst of energy.
Zoe did low key. Zoe brought me out.
Yeah, I brought Mucho out, and I was like, yo. Mucho was like, yeah, I'm like, no, we're outside and we're going outside and we're staying outside and we're drinking.
Yeah.
Like I was on that. And Mucho was like checking the time, like, yo, stop looking at your phone. We're outside. We're outside. So
so walking out, you can say how it started. Though.
Yeah. So the last night I was like, okay, we should do a dinner. Cause like we've been on the go every day. We've been eating on the road. We haven't actually like gone out as like a group for like sat down and eat and like, had a good time together over dinner. Like, yo, let's go out to dinner tonight. All right, cool. So we went to this spot called Crew in Kingston, met some of our friends there. And it was honestly, it was a vibe. And like I kept saying, I wish Toronto had something like that it wasn't a club and it wasn't like a bar, but it had good food and just like great music. Like it was a
hangout spot?
They made a
a hangout spot kind of thing?
It was like
they made a couple attempts.
What?
Come see me and Warehouse. Not Warehouse. Come see me and what's the one? And it's the train station now. Regulars.
You're right. Regulars was
and Come See Me.
Regulars was like that. You're right.
Those aren't too good. Yeah.
But Regulars didn't have like a open rooftop though. No. I don't know. But like regardless, we went to like this. It was like a rooftop restaurant, really great food. And just like the DJ was killing it. Like he was like old school R&B, old dance hall, new dance. Like it felt like it was a club. At one point I'm like, yo, are we allowed to wild out in here? Because I was like, people are eating, but like this DJ is going hard and like, but we're also taking shots. So like, can we twerk? Is it a pro? Like we were like, yo, what do we do? Like, can we bubble? Like,
I swear you asked that question out loud.
I did. Like, yo, what are we allowed to do in here? Because like, I also don't want to look like I'm wilding in a restaurant. But also the DJ's throwing out tracks, and we're doing money pull-ups.
I was scoping it out when you asked that, right? Because I'm really thinking about the question.
Yeah.
It's like, it's young people by the bar. Most of them is your friends. To the right, to the left of us, it was like these older women.
Yeah.
That were kind of feeling Tresor's cousin a little bit.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
You know Mucho had to shoot one last time before we left.
Buzzer beater.
Yeah, and then, but behind you, it was like this judgy auntie, I could tell. It was like
the whole side, it was like older people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They weren't jackasses.
So I'm like, it's going to be 50-50.
Yeah, but we were turning that bitch up. Like, and then we were turning up.
And then also, everybody was down for the dinner.
Yeah.
That's not
the dinner, everyone was down.
Everyone was down
we had a good time. The dinner was great. The food was good. I mean, in real Jamaican fashion, we get there, we're looking at the menu. What do we want? The waitress comes out with a list and she says, everything on this paper is what we don't have. And I'm like, bro, like I'm already annoyed. I'm like, bro, this bare shit that I wanted, that's on that list.
And this was longer than the Constitution.
It was like a scroll.
Yeah, literally, it was like a receipt scroll and like written down everything they don't have at the moment. Yeah. Granted, we did get there late, but still, you're a restaurant, yo. Yeah. Like, come on, you're in Jamaica. It's Carnival week. Like, you guys should have this, whatever. Yeah. But regardless, I think all of our meals were good. I enjoyed my meal.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. You ate yours down. I remember you and Alicia. I was looking at both y'all create goats like, yo, why is theirs moving so fast and mine isn't?
Hungry, bro.
You're always hungry, though.
Yeah, food was good, vibe was good, drinks were good. So we were there for a bit. And then my homies were like, yo, we got to go to Taboo. If you don't know what Taboo is in Jamaica, it's a strip club. So I'm like, yo, I'm down. Like, it's our last night, I'm down. Tresor and his cousins were like, nah. Immediately, no.
I'm like, nah, man.
And Mucho was like, yeah. And I'm like, no, you're coming out. I was like,
but why do I have to come, like, in that situation, but they didn't?
Because you set that standard for yourself.
Exactly.
Mr. Go to parties by yourself.
Yeah. Like, Tresor and his cousins, like, yeah, like, they're like, oh, yeah, da-da-da. Like, I just know it wasn't right. But I'm like, nah, Mucho's coming. I don't care. So Mucho's like, all right. After, like, a bunch of, like, tug and pull, like, nah, shut up, you're coming. No, shut up, you're coming. He's like, all right, fine. He got a drink and he was coming. We went to another bar. Okay, we're going to kill some time, go to another bar. It was moving like a weird Soho house.
Yeah,
like
they're trying to do a speakeasy vibe in Jamaica.
Yeah, it was weird. Like you had to be on a list and you had to be a member and you couldn't go in and all the doors were like blacked out and there was like, it was the weirdest thing. Yeah. And we were like, yo, fuck it. And then they were like, yo, it's not that deep. Like, respectfully, like, it's Jamaica. Yeah. Like, with all due respect, fuck out of here.
But like, why? But you, like, the dude was not trying to open the door. Because it was like one of those, it's a speakeasy. It's a private thing. You're supposed to go in and see what's up. But Zoe forced dude to open the door.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
and
open
see
the
what's
door.
popping.
Because I hate when people try to move like that. Like, open the fucking door, bro. Like, just open the door. And there was like
She
three
put her
people.
head in. Like,
Yeah, there's like 3 people in there. I'm like, bro, this is what you're trying to protect? 3 people at a bar? Like, get out of here. So anyway, we went there. We couldn't find. Anyways, went to Taboo. Taboo was a vibe. I won't lie. Like, Taboo is always a vibe, usually in Jamaica. If you know anything about Jamaican strippers work hard. And when I say work hard, they cross so many boundaries.
You've done a Taboo review before in here.
I have, yeah. So this is literally a full circle moment. Jamaican strippers work for a Birkin. Like I call it working for a Birkin. Because they take stripping to new levels where like you have no other choice but to throw money. Because it's just, you're either so shocked or so appalled that all you have to do is just give the money. Because like, this is what you're doing here is crazy. Right? The beginning was cool. There were like, a couple girls, haha, shaking
beginning was
ass.
smooth. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was
too
cool.
crazy,
Like, a couple girls, still in little stripper outfits, shaking booty, dancing. Okay, cool. It's a little dead, whatever. I started to pick up a little bit. We ordered some bottles to the table. I'm like, yeah, Mucho, we're staying because, bottles are flowing. Like, it is what it is. Got a couple bottles of rum. We're drinking. Yo, one girl comes out ass naked. Boom, birthday suit. And she is doing all types of flips, trips, acrobats, head spins, climb up to the top, slide down, butt ass naked, coochie out.
Yeah.
See everything. Every type of flap, crevice, you can see it all.
Jeez.
And I'm like, all right, she's working. So we're like, all right, cool, she's turning up. All of a sudden, one of my homegirls like, oh yeah, some of them are getting cash, da-da-da-da. She goes onto the stage and she flips my homegirl over like a pancake. like when I don't even know how to explain it. It looked like WWE.
Like a wrestling move.
Yeah, dead ass.
Do the motion.
Like my friend was like, I don't even know where she was. I remember she was kind of then like once again she was like upright and then boom, 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 and then she was on her back.
She was
and
like walking to the stage and then she flipped her on her back.
She
and then
was just like riding her basically.
Yeah.
Word.
And I was like,
Turn up.
okay, so of course everyone's like, hell
Butt
yeah.
naked, by the way.
Butt ass naked.
Oh, she's still naked?
Naked? What do you mean still naked? She was naked the whole time.
Yeah, she wasn't stripping. She came out stripped.
Yeah. She literally came out stripped. So everyone's like, yo, that's crazy. They're throwing money. We're throwing bands. All right, cool. Yeah, flip. All right, cool. One of my homegirls goes, yo, you next. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, there's no way. And I guess when the stripper saw my homegirl point at me like, yo, you next. She's like, oh, she's next? And I'm like, all right, man. So she grabs me, pulls me on stage. And I'm already reluctant. You're in me. I'm like, bro, I don't even know. Okay. So I lay down and I'm just like, all right, man. And she just starts like bouncing on me. Like, douche.
Recoil.
And I'm just like, oh, and I don't do my hand. I'm looking at Mucho like, oh my God, help me. Straight man, what do I do? I'm like, do I grab titties?
It was giving I need an adult.
And she's butt ass naked.
All I was like this.
Like her raw coochie's on my leggings, just douche. And I'm like, what do I do?
Help! Where did your hands go?
My hands were like this at one point. They were like,
They were more like this.
I didn't know if I looked at the coochie or did I look at the I know where to look. Look at her face. And then look at the titty, look at the coochie.
That's like rigor mortis, by the way. When niggas die, they go like this.
It looked like you were holding an imaginary child. Like, it was just.
I just had my hands up, and then she grabbed my hands and wrapped them around her ass. So now I'm just this girl just bouncing on me.
And whole time money's flying, eh?
And money's just
she's
going.
getting her money's
And I'm
worth.
just like, oh my God. I'm gonna cry. And then she made at least a lot of money from that move.
That was fun. That was a good way to bookend the trip.
Holy.
But it's so funny though, because Zoe brings me out till 3:30 a.m. You know what I mean? But I know I gotta get out the basement
not the basement.
Or my bad, the first floor, whatever.
Airbnb.
The first floor where we're staying, the B&B, because she's staying upstairs. I know I gotta get out early. It's like 8:45.
Oh my God.
8:45 the next morning. Zoe's like, boom, 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 boom.
Me? No.
Yes. Wasn't she not?
That wasn't the same morning. That was the morning for the boat.
No,
I didn't
that was the morning we left.
No,
You
I
didn't
never.
boom, boom, boom. But maybe you just came in the room. Or
No, I
whatever.
swear to God, I never came down that day.
The morning before we were going on the flight.
No, I
Did
never.
you? I remember you doing that the boat day.
The
where
boat
you
day.
like came in
Okay,
boom,
maybe-
boom, boom, as if like
I
stole
promise you, I
something.
did not go downstairs before you guys because you texted me and you were like, oh, something, like we're gonna be out just now. And I was like, all right, I was still in bed.
Oh, so that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to get me up. I'm like,
No,
yo.
I didn't. I was surprised y'all were up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't come down. I was sleeping.
Oh, my bad.
I was like, what? I didn't knock. I'm like, yo, they get up when they get up. I was not even worried. I was not worried. No, I didn't come up.
Yeah, no, that was a really good night. And then the next day was chill.
Yeah.
I mean, we deserve that. We're about to go to
Hellshire Beach.
Hellshire Beach. In hindsight, thank God we did it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank God we didn't.
I mean, it would have been good to
We
get
just show
some.
about the pool, right? And just like, accepted defeat and that
It
we
would
were
have been
leaving.
cool to get some fresh fish and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But next time.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we'll do another trip. I don't know where.
Where's the next pod trip destination?
You tell me.
I don't know.
tells you.
LA.
Yeah, California. Let's go.
Yeah, my stomping ground.
Yeah, let's do LA. Yeah,
Hang out with the Crips.
relax.
All right, hold on. Why you want to do LA?
I've never been, so I need to go.
What's in LA?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot's in LA.
LA nice. LA
What's in
nice,
LA?
man.
A lot's in
The
LA.
film
man.
industry, lots of culture and everything.
shut
Like,
up.
California's a big state, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know the 3 W's.
Woman, weed, and weather.
weather.
Exactly.
And which W are you focused on?
In what order?
Yeah.
So I mean, to answer your question though, what
Crazy.
the favorite day? Is that what you said? The favorite
Yeah.
day?
What's your peak?
The peak? Yo, honestly, the boat day was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun on that boat day.
Yeah.
That was Monday. Daybreak was a lot of fun too. I know it started
we
out.
wouldn't know.
Why?
Or no, we went to Daybreak.
I was gonna
I'm thinking
say.
of Big Wall.
Big Wall.
Big One was fun too, but Daybreak, I know it started raining and shit, but like I don't know, all the side missions I was on, it was fun.
Yeah, we know that.
For me, it was Tailgate. I had so much
Tailgate
fun
was
at
really your
Tailgate.
peak.
You
for
were.
real?
He was
I had
turned up
so
at
much
tailgate.
fun at
That-
Tailgate.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a good
It was
party.
visibly the most fun I've seen.
Yeah,
He
that was a
turning
good
it up.
party. I had so much fun.
Roach, so I was trying to catch me slipping, dog.
Yeah,
I caught you. There's no trying.
We
to.
all caught you.
didn't
I
know.
I
Catch
caught
me
you
slip-
and spared you. Every time I'd see Zoe talking to a man, I'd whip out my phone and she'd look at me and she'd be like, no.
All right, see?
And I would just put it away.
Why?
We're
What?
very liberal editing that vlog, Zoe.
see, guys?
Hold on. Time out.
See, this is why there's less Zoe in the episode. I was making up other stuff. You're just scared to film her macking.
It happened at least.
No, we were scared to do it. It was just
Hold on.
including
Let's
it.
let's settle down.
Yeah, okay.
I was not macking. I was not macking. Me macking in public?
asking.
Absolutely not.
Getting macked on?
Listen.
Hey.
Why did
Niggas
she
were on
give you
my
the-
body.
Why did she give you the
But
death
I wasn't
vibes?
like, it was chill. It was calm.
Hey, I respect it. I'm like, you know what? I'll spare her.
There was nothing. It was just me talking. Like, Jasori made it seem like I was like, it was literally me talking.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was just talking.
I never said it was more. It was just every time I pulled out a camera, Zoe.
Because why are you recording me talking?
Hell
Every
yeah.
day you want to record me talking to people. For what?
Facts.
I'm just being a social
And
person.
we're gonna get the clip on her as well. We're gonna-
Mic'd up,
Yeah.
wired.
Should have been mic'd up.
The real game.
Yeah, nah, there's nothing. Honestly, there was no macking. I was literally chilling. But I
Yeah.
can't help it that I'm a great looking woman and men want to talk to me.
that way. Talk to them.
Yeah, hey, niggas rock your body, yeah.
That shit was in the
Yeah.
that shit in the cab was funny, or in the Uber was funny.
Yeah, Mood was trying to
I had to-
sell me to the highest Uber driver.
He's just trying to pimp you out.
Literally, he's like, "Yeah, look at her Instagram. What photo you like, brother?" I'm like, "Bro, what's going on, yo?" Has the Instagram, the man scrolling.
Hearing the audio from y'all talking in the clips, I could tell when some of y'all were fucking drunk, bro.
Bro,
Yeah. Until I watched the vlog, I did not know how drunk I was at the costume pickup. Bro.
Yo,
I was twisted.
Yeah.
Zoe was stressed. You
Oh
were
my
drunk and Musa was
gosh.
macking.
literally
Yeah, the boat
drunk,
videos.
stressed, and macking.
I didn't realize how drunk I was for the boat videos. Like hearing
Drunk.
myself in the background of the boat videos while I was lit,
Yeah.
man.
But nah, for me, I'd say tailgate, and a close second is the boat day.
Yeah.
Boat day was easily my favorite day.
What about you, Zoe?
Um,
Juve, maybe.
I was gonna say, I think Juve, surprisingly, people are gonna be like,
Wow.
really? The girl who
Yeah.
hates Soca? I think Juve might be my peak still.
That was an impressive feat that you pulled off in general. Going at like 3-4 in the morning and coming back at 10 a.m. for breakfast with us was.
How did you get convinced to go to that? Because you're so anti-soca.
Yeah, I know.
How?
Shout out my
Because she has
homegirls.
FOMO.
It wasn't even FOMO. It was just like I'm playing mass, or I'm jumping in mass for the first time on the island. I want the full experience, and this is a part of it.
Yeah.
So like, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well like experience it. And I feel like if I don't do it, I might regret it.
Yeah.
So, and that's a great thing. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm here. I don't do Juve here, but I'm on an island. Like, why would I? Like, I don't have work tomorrow. What am I worried about? Why would I not do it? You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go.
Do you appreciate soca now?
No.
No, but we went through this last episode though. She appreciates it more.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Like, don't get me wrong. Like this is what I keep saying. Soca as a genre, I can't really resonate with, but I like soca songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
As a
don't
whole,
deny.
yeah.
I do like some soca songs.
You're not blindly putting on a soca
No,
playlist,
there are
but
some
you're
real soca
you're blindly
bangers.
putting on a dance
But as a
playlist.
full genre, like I'm not like, oh yeah, soca's like one of my favorite genres. No, it's not at all. But I like a soca banger.
I respect it.
Jamaica's working up.
A
to
girl
it.
tried to like test me on my soca knowledge at one of the parties. I don't know why. She was trying to pull my soca card.
What did she say?
Pull my soca card.
Because we were standing there and she's like, oh, I want to hear more. Because they were playing like a certain type of soca. And she's like, oh, I want to hear more like bouillon. I want to hear more Dennery. And I was like, yeah, like I like that. And she's like, she looked at me, she's like, so where's Dennery from? I'm like, St. Lucia. She's like, oh, okay, I just had to text you. Like, why would I just be lying and just blindly agreeing? Like, I know she don't know I'm a music man. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she would have stumped me.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bucha would be like, yeah, I love it.
Where are they from? Trinidad? What did you say? Yeah. No, literally. What was your? Oh, you said yours was the boat.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
day for sure.
Yeah, I would say Juve, boat, and then probably I don't know. I think I like Daybreak over Tailgate, or maybe both. I don't know. Maybe they're tied.
Did you go to Viva La Carnival?
No, I went to
No,
sleep
it was just us.
because I had Carnival the next day.
That was a decent event. I liked
was
that
just
event
us.
too.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one.
We turned it up at the end.
Oh, and
Yeah, we did.
for you guys to have an update, the boatman messaged me and said, with it, actually, he commented on the video like within maybe an hour of the video being posted.
Which I think is crazy. I did not expect that to happen. At least not that quickly.
I knew that was gonna happen.
That quickly?
I knew that was gonna happen.
I did.
Because it's like, whether it's from you, well, I mean, whether it's from the podcast page or my page, like there's a big Jamaican audience, and someone knows that guy. Like that's not
Yep.
like that
True.
wasn't a hard thing. And he messaged me. Well, he commented on the video, and I can't remember what he said. He said something like, "Yo, this is way more funny and like dramatic from this POV." And then he messaged me. He sent me like a longer message. He's like, "Yo, you're hilarious. Like you're an amazing storyteller." And he was like, the next time you come back to Jamaica, like, I want to give you guys a free ride, like, with my real skipper. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And I told him, I was like, hey, bro, you know, in entertainment, you gotta sauce up the story to make it sound good, you know?
I mean, you didn't sauce it up that much. It still was pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty accurate, but
Yeah.
you have to sauce it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, we're down for sure. So,
But the real
that was
skipper is
funny.
crazy, though.
The real
Because that
skipper,
means
yeah.
who was that guy?
I told you. I said it. I
Music
said it.
Music time, music time, music time.
I said it. He said that dude was just there to help.
This is homie.
Yeah, just his homie.
That is crazy.
You know how to park this
I'm-
thing?
I'm definitely going. Hey, if he invites us, I'm definitely going on that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm down.
I'm down.
My favorite day was definitely the boat event, but I think
Yeah,
my
we
favorite.
know.
No, listen, I'm saying my favorite part of each day though was definitely breakfast and just like having
Yeah.
like starting it out like with your aunt. Sometimes your
Yeah.
uncle was there and everything too, and just like that was like a great way to start each.
It's
day.
funny because my
And
aunt,
like you welcoming us into your home and everything, your
thanks.
family's home, like was
Yeah,
nice.
we
We
appreciate
appreciate you
that.
for that.
my aunt took pictures of us praying with my uncle every morning.
Yeah.
And I sent it to my family and they were like so happy. They were like, tell your friends they're pickers gills now. I was like, all right, man. All right.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
family was so happy to see us all praying over breakfast. I'm like, little do you know, Mucho is laughing because he's atheist.
And you're opening your eye looking at me too while we're
I
praying.
could never say that to my uncle. He would actually lose his mind.
What
would
did you
he?
do in sin?
No, he
I,
just he held
I
it
don't,
down.
I don't mind praying. It's like a Muslim praying, right? It's whatever.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean-
I always say
I don't know.
I believe in one God less than you guys. That's all it is. That's all it is.
I mean, all right. I just could never tell my uncle that. He'd be like so distraught.
I know. I wouldn't tell him either. I don't tell my grandma.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're moving on. I mean, we've been out of regular office. We've been stuck in Jamaica mode, but we're back. What did you guys do since being back? Did you guys go out? Have you guys picked up?
Yeah, you know me. I'm gonna go out.
Yeah, we know.
I went to Playground.
Yeah, Playground. What is Playground? People who don't know.
It's like kind of boiler room, but like more hip hoppy, more like urban.
Yeah, so it's like a Toronto party.
Is it Toronto party?
It's Toronto based.
Is it really?
Playground. It's Toronto. Toronto guys.
I thought it was touring and it was just making a stop here.
No. It's based from Toronto.
Oh, so okay. I think I met dude who runs it then too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they're doing big things then. They broke Shake It to the Max, right? They broke the remix.
Well, I won't lie. If you guys know who Rennie is, Rennie was the first DJ I've ever heard play Shake It to the Max in Canada.
Wow.
And he played that in February at Uncle Delroy and Bammy's Valentine's Day.
Wow.
He played it, and I was like, early. And this was before the remix.
Yeah.
It was just I forgot her name, like Lady something, the Brazilian,
some Brazilian girl.
Yeah,
It was
her
Brazilian artist. Yeah.
Yes, it was her. It was just her on the song. It was her song, and he played. I'm like, yo, this song's a banger. Like,
Shout out to Silent Addy.
Is it? Yeah, Silent Addy's the producer.
Yeah. But he has the main credit.
Yeah. But I'm like, yo, this song's a bang. That's the first time I ever heard it. Rennie, to me, in my experience, Rennie brought that song over here.
Oh, there you go.
He's the first DJ I heard drop it in Toronto.
Facts.
So
give him his flowers.
Yeah, so I think that played a part. And I don't know if they have a relationship with the producer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They do?
Because Silent Addy comes here a lot.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
He's based in Florida, but he comes here a lot.
Mm.
When we went to that Damian Lillard party, the Adidas one, he's the one that made sure that I got blessed at the front. Like, yeah, he's Toronto dude. Like, he's in and out. Anyway, Playground. When I first heard about it is when Rennie broke the remix of a couple months ago. So I'm like, next time it comes around, I'm trying to come. I'm trying to go there again. And yeah, it was a vibe. It was a really good time. Like, I got there a little late and it was already like packed. Everybody's trying to be in the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was just in the back though, chilling. It was like a really cool mix. So I'm excited to see what they got. But I just went to that. Zoe went to some open bar party that you could explain how it was. I was trying to go later, but
Yeah. So I was supposed to go to Playground and I was like, bro, it's my first weekend back. I don't know if I care to go out, but I was like, you know what? It's nice outside. I haven't, some of my friends I haven't seen. I'll step out just for like one time. And I went to First Come First Serve. I've heard about the party before, and
that's a touring one.
First Come First
Serve. Are they
Serve.
from Toronto?
They're from Toronto as well.
I don't know.
Are you okay? They're from Mississauga, the guys who run it. I'm pretty sure.
That's why, bro. If it's not in Toronto, then I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're from Mississauga. Anyways, went to First Come First Serve, and I've always heard about it, like a party, open bar, and I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I knew I knew all the DJs on the lineup. So okay, maybe I'll just go check it out. And like I said, there's room, there's room for improvement. The bar, they could have maybe been bigger. That's when people here, the bar I think needed to be bigger. At least maybe 2 bars to help offload the lines. But regardless, it was a good event. Great DJs. I had a great time. I was drunk.
Yeah.
Very good.
Off of 3 drinks, eh?
Yeah, in very good open bar fashion. I was pretty lit. But it was a good party. Yeah, I had a great time. A lot of people recognized me. And honestly, I won't lie, I didn't know a lot of people at that party.
Yeah.
I don't know what crowd that brought out, but I did not know. I was in
East
there.
End.
That's what people say. People these are East End people. Because I'm like, with all due respect, who are these niggas?
Yo, there's low-key a real delineation between West End people and East End.
But also, it's also an age thing because
It's
first come, first serve.
It's an older crowd, I think.
It's like the age gap above us. So it's East End people and older. 30 plus.
I'm actually curious when it comes to women, right? Do you like that when you go to because now, you're in your late 20s. Do you like, well, you are. Aren't you 27?
28.
You are in your late 20s. So.
In there.
Yeah,
I'm talking about in
swimwear.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now that you're in your late 20s, do you prefer?
You can see the 3rd floor.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't even
What
really
does
know,
that
but that's
mean?
funny.
Yeah,
It sounds
30.
funny.
I can see the third floor.
Oh, okay.
30 is the third floor.
Wrapping this trilogy up.
Yeah,
That's
you're like 2 steps left. So
Oh my god.
literally.
I'll get to my question. So do you prefer now when you go to like parties and the men are like in their mid 30s, late 30s, compared to when they're your age mates?
I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I don't prefer. There's no preference.
Well,
to
you
me.
don't. Well, you wouldn't like it if like you go to a place and it's like
It's all
everyone's, like,
19-year-olds.
24, 25. That's like, you know.
I mean,
You wouldn't mind. All right, you're not talking to none of these niggas.
it
anyway.
depends on how the crowd is.
True.
Like if the crowd is old and whack, then I don't care about the age. If the crowd sucks.
Oh, that's good. That's
you know
a
what
good
I mean?
mindset,
But if the
yeah.
if the crowd is young and whack, then the crowd's young and whack.
True.
You know what I
Case
mean?
by
But
case
like,
basis,
yeah, I think
yeah.
it's more just like how does the crowd vibe versus like the age.
That's real. That's
There's a
real.
lot of the time the best crowd is probably like 25 plus.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes 19, they're too giddy to be. Y'all too happy to be
yeah,
here, yo.
someone yakking in the washroom.
too
Yeah,
much.
yo, way too. And don't get me wrong, I've been there.
Man,
But I just can't overlap
Ballet.
it. Like I'm at the age now where if I see 19, 20, I'm like, bro, get these niggas out of here, dog.
nah, that's real.
You guys are too happy to be here. And I respect it because I've been there. I just don't want to be here with you.
That's
You're too happy to be here. It's
Way
funny.
too
That's
happy
funny.
to be here, yo.
That's healthy though. That's like a non-thirsty way to party because I know women that be like, I don't know, they're my age, like they're 30. And like if they talk to 2 dudes there and they're like, I'm 25, I'm 26, they're like, man, fuck this place. Even though it's turned.
My thing is, if I have to, like, if you have to say, like, oh, I'm this age, like, I don't care. If I can look at you and be like, yo, that nigga's 19. Like, he's moving like he's 19. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But if you have to ask,
But I have
then-
to ask.
yeah.
If he's chilling, he's like, oh, yo, I'm 24. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're 24. I got to leave. It's too young in here. No,
Yeah.
he's chilling.
That's the okay.
What the hell am I going to do? Tell a 24-year-old I can't party with you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're like, what? Especially if he's chilling, being respectful. Like, what am I going to do? Based off a 35-year-old who's trying to do backflips. Like, you know what I'm saying? Depends on the vibe.
Yeah. Chill on
But
Chris
yeah,
Brown.
it's funny because, like I said, the crowd, I really did not know a lot of people. But like, yo, some girls just move so weird. And like, I told your girl I was going to tell this story on the pod because I went with Tresor's girl, also my friend. So we were together, everything's cool. And like, we have a really good job like checking in. Like, you know, the bathroom, I text you, you're good, da-da-da, if we ever move around on our ones. So we went to the bathroom together, come back. We were on the stage. Like, you know, because like all of our friends, like we knew all the DJs. So like we were kind of situated on the stage area.
Oh, nice.
So we go back to like walk on the stage. And like I said, we're both very polite girls. We're like, excuse me, sorry, da 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 da. So I'm trying to go through and this girl's not moving. And I'm like, oh, like, does she not know? I'm like, oh, like, sorry, excuse me. And she doesn't move. And I was like, all right. Like, and I'm like, oh, I just trying to get through. She was like, no. I was like, okay.
Oh.
I was like, okay.
Fire out your nose.
She found
And
the
then
right one.
she like locks hands with her friend, like Red Rover.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, Zoe, you have 2 options. Either you start a
Video
scene.
game cutscene.
Yeah, no, literally. I break the 4th wall in my head, like look at the camera, like, all right, I got 2 options here. It's either I start a scene and I break these girls' arms to make a point and walk through, or I like, you know what? You guys are way too to walk around. And in my head, I'm like, yo, what are you trying to do? Because the liquor's flowing. And like, you know, but also I don't have time you're a girl's up. Because I'm like, yo, if I try to get busy with these girls, I might need backup. There's 2 of them. So I'm like, all right, you know what, Zoe? Choose the calm route. I'm like, you know what? All right.
You were the
y'all,
bigger
like, you're
woman.
whack. Like, you guys are whack. Fuck it. I'm going like, fuck it.
Walk
Go
away.
around. Your girl goes now. What's wrong? Tries to push.
Oh,
And I'm like, yeah. She's like, no. She's like, yo, like, are you guys dumb? Like, open your fucking arms type thing. And they're holding on. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, let's go. She was like, no, because now you're being stupid. Like she was literally like pressed against their arms. Like, what are you guys trying to do? But I'm like, yo, are you guys security? Like, you guys want to be like sick so bad? What we're going on? You guys are pissed that we're going on the stage. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Girls are such
You
losers.
inherited
But
the beef, though.
you didn't think Tresor's girl had it in her.
No, I didn't. But I didn't want to be. I hate being that person that like puts people in a predicament that they
Yeah.
don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be the person be like, yo, bitch, open your arms, I'll bust your ass like you stupid.
Right,
but like,
yeah.
she's like, yo, I'm not even trying to do that right now. But she was on that type of time, low key, because she's like, yo, what are you guys doing? But
Yeah.
I just like, yo, I just like girls are just ultimate waste suits sometimes. Because like, how hard do you just like actually let us through? Like, we weren't even being rude. We literally said, oh, we're like, excuse me. And they were just like, no. And we're like, yo, are you fucking wasting? I'm like, yo, you're a fucking loser, dog. I slapped her face. Like, yo, you're a fucking loser. She was like, I'm like, yo, you're a fucking loser. Like, You're a
Toronto
waste.
came out.
You're a fried you. You're a waste. Look at you standing here, big back, still on the ground. I'm going to the stage same way. Like I hate when people try to move sick. Like you're a fucking waste. Red Rover. I'll flip your ass right here. I hate that. I was so annoyed.
What about if the DJ told her like, yo, there's too many people in this booth right now. Can you do me a favor and just not let other people come in?
That was not happening. I knew the DJs.
All right.
Like it was Jordy.
I know them niggas too.
Jordy was the reason why. Like he's one of the reasons I was there.
Oh, you were bigging him up later. Did he have like a 6 set?
What?
Or
Jordy Orr's set was wicked.
Yeah.
Tell you, it's his summer.
I love it.
Nah,
man.
Jordy Orr, like I said, Jordy Orr's set was sick. He's that guy still.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Got to give
You said-
flowers.
No, I was gonna say if that was the case, then she could have just said that instead of just not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm shooting her too much bail.
No, she was just cheese because probably people were walking through. But my thing is, you're posting up in front of like a walk-through area.
Yeah.
So like if you're cheese, then move.
Was she a pretty woman?
No, she was loose. No, she was not pretty at all.
You've never answered a question faster than that.
No, she was not pretty. She was a supreme
Was
being.
she?
Doesn't matter.
Was she what?
Was she light skinned?
No,
Oh, okay. I felt like that made it
no.
worsened the
Both her and her
situation.
friend. That doesn't make a difference. They're both dark skin. I'm like, yo, you guys are fucking wasted. He said,
You think Zoe hates on light-skinned women?
I don't hate on light skin women.
No, but I can just after hearing this situation presented, I feel like if she was a light skinned woman, that would have
Added
added
to it?
to the situation.
Yeah, bro. I hate a waste you, dog. Fucking
Yeah,
loser.
waste you to waste you.
Like, why would you do that? Anyways, anything else before we move on?
I didn't go to either of these events. It's funny because like I had no plans, and then I saw Rennie and he invited me to the playground, and then the dude who runs first come first serve randomly DM'd me and he's like, yo, so like you trying to pull up? And I'm like, let me just stay home and like try to edit. Plus also I didn't want to like, I'm like, okay, let my girl and Zoe, let them go have their fun. Like I'm not trying to tag along type shit.
Yeah.
So I just stayed home, edited.
You were a good youth.
Yeah, went to the.
Sometimes you gotta let your girl have a girl's night.
Yeah, I don't like bro.
Very 2025 Moochie. Yeah, very feminist.
Very
The
feminist.
biggest feminist in the world.
Biggest feminist in the world.
Yeah, I am still.
I went to this Foot Locker event, and then I went to the Thunderbolts premiere. I talked about it today. I had to do a criminal background check for a brand deal. It was the first time I've ever had to do that. I feel like that's a lot.
Damn.
And they're like, it's
They booked Trey Songz last time.
Yeah, I really want to know what happened.
I don't know.
What
I don't
brand
know.
it was, but
Like,
you don't need to say.
and like the thing with those background checks, it's like you're asking questions that nobody would know.
Right.
Because it's like, why would I know the starting date of the day I graduated high school? Like, why would I know that exact day?
That's the question to ask on a
That was
criminal
one of the
background?
questions. It was like high school, student number. I'm like,
What?
why the hell would I know my
Wow.
high
Oh,
school
wow.
student card number?
That's crazy.
Graduation dates, post-secondary, start date, end date, graduation date, student
Just
number.
put like month and year. Like I would just
That's
like
what it is.
September
I just guessed. I was
2000 and
like June 27th. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
Yo, that's the type of stuff they have in the Ricos, eh? They know your
Like,
high school student number and stuff and
come
your
on,
graduation
bro.
day.
And then it was like past employers. So I'm like, okay, I had a job. I worked at Sport Check. And then it's like reference number. Are you okay if we contact this person? I'm like, bro, I don't have nobody
oh
for
my
you.
God,
Like,
they're doing the most.
you guys are bugging
For a
out.
brand deal?
Yeah, but
No.
I did it. So
Can't you just go to the police and be like, yo, pull this up? Isn't that how criminal checks work?
Yo, I feel
I
like
swear I used to do that.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I was about to ask
For a
if you guys
job.
remember
Don't
when
you
we
just
used
put
to
like
do
your
that.
name and like security number
sure
and like,
they
yo,
can.
like check this, yo, run this.
yeah,
dog.
but this was like an
Is that
online.
how they used to go?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've done
Yeah.
one before. I don't know if it was for
Time ago.
university or for a job when I worked for the city and to get a criminal, but I'm pretty sure you just go
had
to
to
like
go
the
to the
police
police
station
You did,
and like
yeah.
fill out a form.
Yes.
And then like if you ever got into criminal trouble, you'd be in the system. So if they run it and it's clean, then your police check was, that's how I remembered it.
They ask certain questions depending on the job you're going for.
Yeah.
But for his questions, I don't know why they need to ask.
It was
Did
like
a job do
online.
a credit check for you?
I was applying through an agency recently and they said jobs might check. I'm like, that's so twisted.
That's what I thought.
Imagine you're trying to get a job to improve your credit and then you
y'all
get
don't give me a
denied because
job
you have
'cause my
bad credit.
Yeah.
That's like the world's messed up.
One time I asked for a credit check.
You know credit scores were invented in the 80s?
Yeah.
It's crazy how we didn't have them before.
Yeah, but like
they just
I was
created
got
it.
credit
Crazy.
check
Some
for
of
a
these
job
jobs,
is
bro,
OD.
that's crazy. Did I
For
ever
a
tell
job,
y'all
though.
how I applied to Jack Astor's as a busboy and they made me do like a math quiz?
Excuse me?
I'm like, what the hell am I doing? This is why I don't work.
I did a math quiz for my first restaurant or for Scatterbush.
Like,
or
why am I
something
doing
like
math?
that. Yeah.
Why am I doing math
This
to
is
white
just a common
tables?
thing, I guess.
That's so stupid.
For restaurant
bro.
jobs, they kind of do that.
I know
Why?
they do
But
that on
why?
Indeed,
I don't know. Yeah,
but
it's
in
redundant.
person too? Jesus.
That was so stupid.
So what we got for no. What did you do, Clyde? Just edit.
I edited this vlog. I did hot tubs and I slept.
Great weekend.
Honestly,
Productive weekend.
Yeah,
Alright.
a lot of us just needed a rest.
I also and just it was cool to get that content done and just out to people. Shout out to Trey, just both of us kind of
Yeah,
relaying
man.
that and tag teaming
Salute
that.
to y'all. When you guys sent me that a couple days ago, I'm like, damn, that was quick work for an hour.
All right, let's get this one out the way. Since now we've all seen Sinners.
Oh
Thank you.
Yeah,
Since we've
let's
all,
do this.
you still haven't seen it?
No,
Yeah,
but
it's
I don't
just-
care.
Trezor doesn't
You-
care.
I don't care.
Are you not gonna see it?
I'm gonna see it at some point.
He
this
just doesn't
week.
give a
I just
damn
didn't-
about
I didn't have
spoilers.
time.
There's no way that but you've seen spoilers. Like there's no way you haven't.
I literally haven't.
Oh
No
my
way.
god.
But I don't care.
We're gonna
Go
spoil
ahead.
it.
I don't care.
worry.
Okay. Here's a consent.
So, Clyde comes to Jamaica.
Oh, and I gotta. All right.
What?
No. I'm gonna stand on this, but I've got more to
If
it.
you guys haven't watched Sinners, fast forward.
Yeah, but I hope you have because it's been out for like a month now. No,
Yeah.
almost.
It's almost a month.
No, I lied. Maybe not a month. It's been probably
No,
almost
Yeah,
it's
I don't
two
even
to
think
it.
it's like
no,
a
it's been
month.
3
like
weeks.
2 weeks.
It came out April 18th, so it's close.
Because realistically,
Okay-ish.
this is still pretty close. Like, if people work through the week and they like maybe have kids on the weekend, like less than a month
This is
isn't
the-
that long to see a movie.
This is the third episode since it's dropped. Like we're gonna talk about it eventually.
Yeah.
This is like people who have free time, a time frame.
It's been out. Like they're already pulling it from IMAX. Like that's how long it's
But
been
they're
out.
bringing it back because it's
Yes,
so,
because of the demand. But I'm saying if they,
I need to hit that rewatch.
so do I. I need to see it in 70
I'm
mm.
gonna try and make that happen.
But anyways, okay. So Clyde comes to Jamaica, and he's like, "Yeah, like saw Sinners, like 7 out of 10,
I said 7.5.
7.5 out of 10."
Okay.
I'm like, why?
He's the
He's
only
like,
light skinned guy
"Oh."
on this cast, by the way.
The only light skin half, well, including Trey. But what do you rate it though?
I said 9 out of 10.
You said 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's like, yeah, like I'm thinking it's gonna be great. I'm thinking it's gonna be Michael B. Jordan's great performance. Like there's some holes in the plot and da da da. Okay, all right, cool. My cousin, should I get mad? I don't care. My cousin comes in the group chat about, yo, the movie was terrible, worst movie I've ever seen.
Huh?
Yo, guys understand? Her partner is also biracial. I said, bro, is it rubbing off on you?
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, why does biracial have a problem with Sinners?
Don't have a problem with it.
So what? My thing is, and I feel like.
Because I'll stand on that I saw it. I also saw this like the late screening, and then we got on our flight like the 9 a.m. like right
Okay.
after. So I was still in the middle of packing.
So
and
what
stuff,
I will
like-
say is now that I'm like off, I've seen it twice now, right? I saw it with my
Okay.
friends, and I brought my mom and my aunt to see it.
Okay.
So I will say, like realistically, I still think it was a great film. Is it like 1,000 out of 10 best film ever? No, but I would give it like a solid 9,
Okay.
100%.
I would like think about my initial reaction to it. I would go back and say I said 7.5. I think it's fair to say it's an 8.5.
There we go.
Yeah.
If anybody rates it,
I would change my opinion and say that like it's 8.5 because I seen it in standard.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 out of. I initially said 7.5, and now I'm
7.5
kind of like,
is low. I won't. lie.
yeah, and I'm thinking about what I saw, and I'm realizing I was texting Trey about like edits and stuff during one of the most key scenes, and realizing some of the plot that like I went and read more about it, and I'm like some of the things I was critical about cinematography wise. I feel like if it was in 70M, like,
Critical about cinematography.
yeah.
Ryan Coogler's cinematography.
Yeah,
No,
the
he's
dark-
valid for that.
The
for that
dark,
statement.
the dark scene, like everything that was in the dark, seeing that in standard did not do it justice. I
He's
feel
right.
like, and then I
But,
see.
but they said it was built for IMAX.
I know, and that's why it's like I'm almost gonna buy these re-release of the IMAX, like wherever that one theater in Toronto that's gonna be screening it. I'm kind of like I need to see that because I'm
Or
seeing
70 mm.
because it's like a screen aspect ratio type thing too, right? Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna see what was intended to be seen if you're watching it in standard.
No, you're right.
And I'm kind of still thinking, what do I need to pack and everything? I'm going back and forth with him about it, like about edits and shit like that. I wasn't in the right mindset. In like the way that you've seen it without knowing anything, knowing there's no vampires. I wish I got that viewing experience. But Yeah, I'll recant that 7.5 to 8.5
Yeah.
at the very least. Maybe I'll see IMAX and I'll see what you guys are seeing about it being a 12 out of 10. But
I won't lie, when my cousin brought the group chat, my family flamed her ass. Like to the point where I think she was cheesed. Like we haven't spoken in the group chat since. Like me and my sister like flamed her. We were
What was
all
the
like,
reason though?
I woke up, but she was like, oh, like the story didn't make sense and this and that, and something about, oh, when it came to the Black history story, they were telling us stuff we already knew. And I was like, yo, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
She's
like
trying to be different.
My sister was like, you're just trying to be different.
yeah.
You just want to stand out.
Did you see Maul's take on it? Like,
No, what did Maul say?
Maul's kind of like was a little bit how I was initially. It was like, all right, it was good, but it wasn't the greatest thing ever, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, I don't know, when something's unique and Black the way that this film is.
I think,
let's not hate on it.
I think it was for an original film that was written that tied in, you know, Black history and like history in the South and like a like very like original, authentic vampire story. Like I think it tied in really well.
Yep.
I think it tied in really well.
I'll stand on
And
that.
it's hard for us to get now. Sorry, not to cut you. It's hard for us now to get like really good original films.
Right.
Like how many? We've been stuck in the age of remakes and fucking live action Disney movies.
everything's
Like,
IP,
come on.
yeah.
Like I thought it was a great original film.
It was.
too.
I thought the performances were great. Michael B. Jordan was great. I think that
Sammy was better though.
I was about to say that he had the best performance out of anybody
Easily.
Who,
in
the
the
little
film.
kid?
The
Preacher
little
Boy.
kid, Preacher
Oh,
Boy.
yeah.
Because he didn't know how to play. I'm almost
Isn't he
positive.
British,
Fact
too?
check me. Oh no, I
Or
don't
am I
know.
thinking of someone else?
I think the main vampire, like the villain,
Oh,
the
the
Irish guy. I think he
Remick?
is. Yes, I think he is British
He's
in real life.
Irish.
Is he in real life? I know he's Irish in the film. He's Irish
Like
in real life.
Is he British?
I don't know.
And then the love interest is British as well.
Haley Steinfeld
No.
or Steinberg? Steinfeld.
Preacher Boy's girl?
No.
Pearlie.
Michael B's.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan's girl.
Ah,
She's British.
what's her name?
She was in Loki.
Yes, but like,
Oh,
what's her
yeah.
name in the movie?
Yo, 2 weeks later, don't ask me nothing about no movie.
Oh my god, I forget everyone's name except for Smoking Stack and Preacher Boy.
Basically.
Sarah.
Sarah?
I remember Cornbread.
Annie.
Annie.
See,
And then
close,
what's
close.
Haley Steinfeld's character's name?
Haley Steinfeld?
Meredith or
Mary.
Yo, Zoe, tell the world who you think the baddest girl in that movie was.
I'm not doing that.
No. Stand on it. What did you say? What did you say?
The baddest in the movie?
Yes. Oh, don't freeze up now. You know what you said.
I'm trying to think.
You're trying to think about what? You forgot?
There's only.
Haley Steinfeld is a pretty girl.
Thank you. Okay. All right.
There's an argument for someone else though, probably.
Perline.
Yeah.
I think
The
Annie
cheating
was
wife.
Perline.
Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot her
I
name.
think what Haley Steinfeld, Annie, then Perline. I think. But my thing is, and this is why, like, this is gonna sound really bad, but like they made Annie look homely
True.
in the movie.
They-
And don't get me wrong, it's because, you know, back then, like, obviously, like, the Jim Crow era, like, black women weren't getting, like, their hair done. And, like Haley Steinfeld was a white passing woman, so she gets her hair done, and, like, she wore makeup. They obviously made Annie look very homely, but, like, Annie in
That's
real...
the first time I seen Haley Steinfeld. Like, damn.
Yeah,
Really?
Really?
me too.
Yeah, but I also don't watch movies like that.
I've never seen her in anything except for this.
She hasn't done a movie in like 7
The
years.
only she was a voice of MJ in that Miles Morales, but that was
Oh yeah, I
it.
seen her doing
Into
that
the
press
Spider-Verse.
run, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah. But she
But-
looked good. No, she looked good
She's
in the film.
Hawkeye's daughter, isn't she?
She's Hot Guy's psychic.
Yeah, but I think,
she looked
but in real
goddamn
life,
good in that
I
movie.
think Annie is like very pretty. But I think they made her look very like
Homely in it.
homely and like mediocre.
Well, this
But like
also-
naturally, like in real life, her as herself, she's a really pretty woman.
But she's also like the medicine, like caregiver of that.
Yeah, so they
So-
made her look kind of like
Yeah.
homely,
It was fitting to the
caretaking.
character.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like, I feel like if they like really like dressed her up, like I've seen her
bit
do
more?
like, yeah, she I think she's gorgeous. Her face card is amazing. She's a
Yeah.
really pretty girl.
But they didn't make the Grace, like the Asian woman. They didn't make her like bad. They made her
Yo,
like, they look like
forget
homeless.
about the Asian woman, man.
Let me land the damn plane. All
For a
right.
second, yo.
All
Yo,
right.
but I ain't trying to hear that shit, yo.
All right.
Okay, you're crazy. That is crazy.
No one's looking at Grace, yo.
I won't lie. She never crossed my mind. I only
that.
thought about Pearlie and Annie and Mary.
I was at
She's
a
not
different
even
subject,
the
but
ranking,
I.
man.
Yeah. I won't lie.
Shout out to Asian women in general, but yeah, come on.
All right.
Yeah.
So this was a convo that was happening a few weeks ago. I don't know if you want to bring it up again. And I think we fake brought it up the first time. But like, what did you think?
Oh yeah, you talked about what did you think that Annie's character was?
We
And I
brought it
said-
up already? Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think the dynamic was as soon as you
No,
walked
and this
in
is
there?
what I mean. I wish I got like a viewing experience that was new because I had scrolled past that tweet so many times.
So you knew- oh, you knew it already.
Before viewing that movie, and I kind of was ready for like that. And I do think that like, yeah, I could see how people would just, I don't know, there's colorism and a lot of different things like mammies, the historical, like, you know, what those women were represented as to why people would think that's not his love interest upon first viewing, right? Right? Like when Annie might be joining, that's what you guys are talking
Listen,
about.
if you thought that was his mom, then you might be a little colorist. Or
I didn't think it
like
was his
fat
mom.
phobic or something.
I didn't think
But
that because
if-
I knew it.
But she
pretty,
also, I don't
but-
think she's fat. I think she has big boobs. Mucho. She's a full figured
She's
woman,
not fat.
but she's not fat. I think she has big boobs and she's a full figured
She's
woman.
not fat. She's a little bigger. A little.
Full figured woman.
She's full figured.
But my thing is,
but it's fat phobia and colorism that can make people mommify her.
when women have really big boobs, they look a lot bigger than they are. 110. That's not even. I'm not even
fair.
joking.
No,
That's
fair.
100
funny
facts.
sentence.
Because I know
Facts.
girls who've gotten breast reductions, and I'm like, what the hell?
Who's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't even their body; it was just their boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you lose weight, you lose boobs too, right?
Not always.
Oh no.
Not always. It really depends genetically.
True.
It really depends genetically. I know
Sometimes you
girls
still
who-
got them triple G's.
and they have to get a breast reduction.
Word.
Yeah.
GG. But
I would hate to have massive boobs like that.
Yeah.
That'd be hell.
Because it's not even that cool anymore.
It's not cool anymore, and it's super like in my
That's why
now.
Hooters is going out of business.
Yeah.
Gen Z doesn't like boobs. It's more.
Yeah, but Hooters
about-
don't even be having the shorties with body. Like,
That's true.
they be hiring mad mid.
They,
When's the last time you've been
Do
to
you go
Hooters,
Hooters
bro?
regularly? How do you know?
They need that Cactus Club
I
recruiter.
just see it online. I don't think I've actually ever been to a Hooters.
Have I been to
personally.
Hooters? I don't know if I've ever been to a Hooters.
I don't think I have.
There's that one on Adelaide where like I always see it and I'm like, who is
Oh,
there?
the one like on the corner.
Yeah, and like Adelaide and Peter or something.
Yeah, nobody.
I'm like,
nah.
Ryerson students on wing night.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
You?
I
They
never
got-
went,
they
but I
got
just
deals?
remember Amanda being like, yo, cheap wings at Hooters. Like,
Yeah.
all right, y'all have fun.
Yeah, it's 2 for 1.
Sorry, you're talking about why you didn't want to get why you don't
Wings
want
and
big
my
titties.
thighs.
Cut you off.
Yeah, because like even like my boobs now, I'm like a 36C or 36D. When I run and I don't have a really good bra on, it hurts.
Golly.
So I can only imagine if you have some like double G's.
Yeah.
Like, what? Nah, there's no way that's fun, yo.
That's why all the track girls gotta have small titties.
Oh yeah, they got them flat. Yeah.
There's all
They
the
got them
track.
ironing boards.
You don't
Yeah,
know
yes.
one track star that has a big chest. Not one.
Facts. You might be able to like burst, right? Like a little 1-2, like Serena Williams. She got a 1-2, right?
A 1-2 what chest?
Yeah. So she could do like the quick movements, but like you go 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters. Nah, it's a problem now.
Yeah.
So is it okay? I'm thinking about it. Are all track runners, not all, but majority of track runners have small boobs because of how fit they are?
You're more aerodynamic when you have a flat chest. You're more
Nah,
aerodynamic.
you could be fit and have big boobs. It's just I think running it's probably easier.
Yeah.
It's why you don't see a lot of dudes in the NBA with dreads, you know, just aerodynamics and stuff. You can probably relate to these women a lot, right?
Facts. But
Interesting.
yeah. Before John Morant came, there was never one like serious hooper with dreads.
And
But even
him,
That's
John
not
Morant's
true.
dreads are.
he's like Wale kind of.
Yeah,
That's
like
not
his-
chilling
true.
days.
Yeah.
There was a good number.
Jay Crowder, that's it.
No.
yeah, Jay Crowder.
He's not like a star.
What's
though.
his name? With a
They-
K.
The longest dreads was Chris Bosh.
Not Kawhi. What's his name, bro?
What?
His name starts with a K. He was a
Chris
role
Bosh's
player.
dreads are not even long, dog.
That's the
John
best.
Morant's got the longest.
Bro,
one.
what
Yeah.
is his name? This is
For
gonna
stars.
bother me. He was a role player. He played on the Nuggets for a
Yeah,
while. His
you're-
name
you're-
starts with a
you're talking
K.
about-
Nuggets? Oh, Kenneth Fareed.
Fareed.
Bruh, we're talking about hoopers. We're talking about stars. Like there was no like he was a hustle
Oh,
man.
stars. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there was none of that.
That wasn't the style.
Chris Bosh
They
is
told
killing
you
me.
play football.
It was just Bosh.
Wow.
I mean, I hear that. But
Shout out to Big Titties though.
okay. Anyways, yeah. I'd like see the movie again.
I need to see it in IMAX though. Like that 70M, I'm gonna try and get those in advance.
Yeah, and I didn't know that there was a scene after the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
You didn't stay for that?
No, I stayed, but there's a okay, hold on, wait. There's a scene, there's a post-credit scene, and then there's a post-credit scene.
Mid-credit scene, post-credit.
Yeah,
I never saw the post-credit scene until last time I saw it.
Post is killing me. It's mid and post.
No,
There's no
No,
post.
so that's what it is.
there was, okay, no, time out. No, let's be real. There was a scene,
While the credits were rolling.
yes, and
Mid.
there was a no.
All right.
Okay, there was a scene when the credits were rolling. Listen, because the spoiler. There's a scene when the credits are rolling, and it's Sammy older.
Hey. Actually, no, I guess we're not. We don't care anymore. Yeah, we just spoiled the whole thing. Yeah.
Who cares?
Oh.
Let's go.
Sorry,
keep going,
I,
keep going.
I said this is a spoiler.
Yeah.
So skip it if you want. There's a scene at the end, right? At the end where they jump time,
Yeah.
and Sammy's older, and he names what's it called, the bar Perline's after his favorite eater, or the woman that he lost lost his eating to, and he's playing the guitar and he's singing. Right, that's during the credits.
Yeah.
Then there's a post-credit scene
Yes.
of them coming back.
Oh, you're actually right. She's actually right. Yeah.
Thank you.
There is.
And then there's a scene after
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
of Sammy singing.
She's
Yes.
right. She's right. There is 3. Yeah.
I didn't deny you.
Boom.
Still would be mid-credit scene.
Why was it mid?
Anyways.
Yeah.
It's not
Because
Because the credits were running.
credits happened, and then that scene happened, and then credits happened again, and then it went to the scene. So it's in the middle of credits. Credits got interrupted for. We're being semantics and logistic.
Okay, I'll give
It's
you
okay.
right now.
I'll give it to you. I'll
Yeah, all right.
Anyways.
Beat it asshole
Was there
now.
anything in the movie that you did not understand or
No. Listen, if you're black, you're not allowed to say one bad thing about this movie.
Yeah, apparently.
Listen.
I don't think I understood everything, but I wish they touched more on like the indigenous people chasing the vampire.
a lot of people wanted that too?
I wanted to understand like, okay, how did that story come about? Because my mom, I hate that my mom has TikTok now, because now my mom went on like a TikTok rabbit hole about like sinners
Yo,
breakdown.
my mom's on
She sounds
TikTok.
like a Kendrick Lamar fan.
Yeah.
Like, oh, did you know that? Like the first scene of like the white vampire when he like
Yes.
drops from the sky. My mom was like, "Oh, that was a reference because Jesus cut his wings," and I was like,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh wow, we're getting
All right.
biblical,
There's a lot of biblical references.
"There's a lot
in
of
the film.
apparently."
allegorical.
So my mom was like, "Oh, that wasn't him running. It was something like an angel, and this angel, God cut his wings, and that was the whole sign of him falling from the sky in that first scene and running
Okay.
because he felt. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Okay.
It's
my mom went on
ecclesiastes,
a
yeah.
whole,
Could
and then
see
she
that.
asked me, "Who would you date, smoke or stack?" I'm like, "Okay."
The
girl.
real question.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey,
It's a good question.
Who would I date? I think smoke.
really?
Smoke would be more my speed.
Okay.
I like a serious fella.
Oh, okay.
No
I
man
like
who handles
that.
business.
Was he the one swirling with the Haley Stein? film?
No, he
No.
was the one who was with Annie.
Oh, okay.
But he was the one who was about business. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who made it to the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What about you, Clyde? Are you dating Pearline or Annie
great
or
question.
Pearline or the what's her name? The white girl
Mary.
Mary?
or Mary? Pearline or Mary?
I'm not
Clyde?
having a white girl calling me boy.
Fair enough.
Mm.
All right.
Crazy.
That's where you drew the line.
Who are you? We already
Boy,
know
if you don't
that.
get up my face. Good
Boy,
read.
Who am I dating?
I already know that question. That's all.
What do you think the answer is?
Mary, bro.
Mary is a
Haley Stein.
the white. Nah. Pearline, man.
You need Pearly.
Really?
Shut up, Pearline.
Pearly's a cheater though.
Yeah.
Cheat together.
Yeah. But Preacher Boy had bars. Cause when he asked her, like, she's like, "Oh, I'm married, by the way." He said happily. I said, "Whoo!"
Yeah.
In the theater, I said, "Fuck."
Yeah.
That's a bar. If
Yeah.
if I told a nigga I'm married, he said happily. If I wasn't happily married, I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
He was smoking
Like-
that band, that
Like, get
his
off, what
guitar.
you do? Like,
too,
get out
yeah.
of business.
And he ate that funky pussy too. Golly.
He got on his
Funky.
knees in the back of a
Yeah.
mansion and shit.
Funky
The
pussy.
lead up to what happened was
What's your face?
No context.
I can't wait.
So there's a scene in the movie, right? So the young guy, I'm really spoiling it for you.
It's okay. I'll see it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
the young
Someone
guy,
ate some coochie. It's
preacher
fine.
boy.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Do you want me to explain it?
No. He ate some cooch. It's fine. I'll see it.
Okay, fine.
After she walked like 5 miles.
She
Got
could
it.
walk 5 miles. She just said, "Oh, I walked here." Yeah. And he was
I'll
like,
see it.
There wasn't public transit.
"Doesn't matter."
Was
Try
it
to
at the
taste it.
club? You ever took something down straight after the club?
Facts.
Really?
Yeesh.
After the
real.
club?
I have, you have.
okay. Can't front.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. Can't front.
You know, maybe you're better than us, but shit, welcome to the club. If
Maybe
not.
because I'm a woman, so I'm like
Facts,
a little bit
facts.
more like, you know, like, oh,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But even when even though I was like dating and like we went out to, like after the club, I would still have to like shower. Just like me, just like
Shit, you didn't slip up once?
mm-mm.
All right. See, Miss Perfect.
I'm not perfect. But maybe like even if it's got a whole bath, something.
Like a bird bath? That's
Yeah,
what
you got a
call
whole bath it out.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
I think women need to
Go to the sink quickly.
something. You got to
Hand
know.
soap.
Hand soap.
No, you can't. You're
That's you're talking about going to the washroom.
messing with the pH.
Like, what
Hand
is?
soap.
I know. That's why I'm like,
You're
what
messing
are you
with the
describing? What
pH.
picture are you painting here? What's
Not
the
hand soap.
what's
nigga.
the whole bath? Just go into the washroom and whatever soap you can find. Like, is that
Clyde
what you're
just
talking?
closes the doors, yo. Whatever y'all doing over there, y'all do it.
Well, Clyde also brought me vaginal wipes for my face once. So I mean,
No, I was just kind of like, I'm gonna get the closest thing, and maybe she can fuck with this.
That's so
But you
funny.
kept them at the crib, though. You kept them wipes at the crib, though.
I don't know where they.
I
They're
didn't.
probably
take
still there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because literally, I asked, I'm like, can you please get me makeup wipes? And he came back with Playtex.
I knew it. Okay, but I knew it wasn't what you asked for. I was just kind of like, I don't know if this could do the job.
Maybe it
that you-
could.
Yeah, like that.
If you knew it wasn't what I asked for.
because it
Did
would.
you knew what it was for?
Yeah.
You knew it was for your vagina.
Well, actually, no, I didn't
Okay,
know.
I was
I
gonna say,
didn't know
there's
that.
no
I didn't know
way. I'm
that.
trying to shoot you
I
down.
knew it was some sort of like wipe. Yeah, I didn't know.
There's
I
no
didn't know
way
it was.
you said, you know what? It says vaginal, but I'm still gonna bring it for
No,
the
no,
use
no.
on
I
the
was just
thing.
kind of like, all right, I know there isn't makeup wipes. Let me get the whatever the closest thing is. Yeah, and I didn't. Yeah.
I'm surprised they had those and not makeup wipes.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, where was this? This your crib?
yeah.
He like
The
went
shop-
to a convenience store and
The
I was like, yo,
shoppers
can
was
you-
closed or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
I
yo,
think
can you get me makeup wipes?
Oh, I'm crying. I thought it was just in your room.
that I just
That
had
would have
it.
been even
That's
scarier.
what I
thought.
That would have been even scarier.
That's diabolical. No.
That would have been even scarier.
I mean, that's like a woman kit. You know, some dudes have that. You know.
I think I'm looking at niggas sideways if you have vaginal wipes.
Yeah, that
'Cause
might
don't
be
piss
too
me
far.
off.
Maybe makeup wipes, but yeah,
Even that.
All right, come on.
Wait, what?
No.
Why is that a problem?
Respect the man.
No. Why do you have makeup wipes in here? Who's been in here?
You
Am I
can't
getting
keep
you or
that.
no?
You can't keep that.
Oh, are we dating?
Even though it's
Yes.
considerate?
Okay.
If we're dating, yes. If I go to your
What
crib,
about if he knows you're coming over?
Hey, I put together a
No,
little.
no,
I put together a little drawer for you.
If you plan to
you
go
need makeup
out,
wipes.
you know you're coming back. He can prep for when you
you
come back.
got it for me?
Yes.
Chances are
That's a
didn't.
hard sell.
It's a hard.
I
It's a
hear
little bit of a hard
I hear Zoe because
I would
you're
appreciate
not doing
it,
that.
but the back of my mind, I'd be like, yo, you actually went and got this
Like
for me,
you're
or you just
not
had
doing
these
that.
here?
No girl's gonna believe that you got this specifically for her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's a hard sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we were dating, for sure, that makes sense.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I have makeup wipes here, you know, because I always come back to the crib or whatever. But it's like my first time coming, yo, I got wipes, I got vaginal. Like,
Oh,
are you
yeah,
stupid?
yeah.
I got tampons. Fuck out of here. What?
Nah, that's as you said, that's a hard sell.
That's crazy. Don't do that. Anyways, okay, let's move on. The Met Gala. Did you guys watch it?
No.
Really? Are you not? You guys are not fashion.
Well,
guys.
nobody watches it, right?
Like-
you just
like-
Well, you don't watch the Met
People
Gala.
just-
You watch like
the
the
timeline.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
watch
Oh,
Instagram.
I actually watched like I
The
had
red
there's a
carpet.
live
There's a stream.
yes on
Where?
Vogue and on E!
You're just watching a carpet
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yes.
2-3 hours just watching a carpet.
Yes.
I can't get into it.
Guys,
too-
you never see inside the Met Gala.
No.
You only see when
The
people
carpet.
leave their hotel
Yeah.
or like when they come onto the carpet and they walk up to the event.
Wow.
That's the entire hour or 2 hours. And there's a stream on Vogue and then E! News, they stream the live carpet too. So you can see it on both sides.
Is
And I
it
have
just
both.
a red carpet? Like, what's the
It's not even a red
ceremony?
carpet.
What's
It's a
the
fundraiser.
Where do they go after the?
They
carpet?
go inside and they
inside.
eat, but it's like a fundraiser.
So there
type of
is
thing.
like a ceremony.
Is it a
type
fundraiser?
thing.
It's like a fundraiser, like art, fashion, event, institute, all that stuff. Yeah.
But there's no like show or nothing. Like they go
Yeah.
inside and they eat.
So it's like a,
Who's,
like
hey,
a
why are
net-
you making it seem like they go inside and eat?
That's
Like,
true. That's what they do.
people perform. Like, I think Usher performed and Stevie Wonder.
Oh, there's performances.
I think so. They said Usher and Stevie Wonder performed at this one.
Did you see your boo Central C with his black baby?
Yeah, whose baby's that?
I don't know.
Whose black baby's that? You see Future with his mango head?
Bruh.
Future cut the dreads. Future cut the dreads. Mucho, you're on the clock.
Yeah, it's like when Allen Iverson cut his cornrows off.
You're on the clock.
I refuse to believe that he actually cut his dreads.
So what was that,
So
Mucho?
what do you
What was
do?
that, a wig?
What was it?
a reverse wig.
So you guys met Chloe Bailey, right?
Oh my god.
I think he did the same thing as her.
Wait, what did Chloe Bailey do?
Chloe Bailey, remember, like she has dreads, but she
always
also
does, like,
had
neck
like
shit.
wigs and like
Yeah.
stuff on.
Okay.
That
So
make
you-
her hair longer.
No.
Nah,
but
but
she's had like full like bust down wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people always ask like, how did she get that over her dreads?
Yeah.
But-
Future went
no,
to the
but-
same lady as Chloe Bailey.
But Future, what? No, but that wouldn't work because even if you want to say that, Chloe Bailey's dreads weren't that long. They're like shoulder length at max.
Nah. Future just had wigs. I mean,
Future's-
wigs.
Future's dreads are like down his back.
They used to be, but they were shorter now. He had
No,
wigs.
they're much shorter now.
They're,
Yeah,
they're shorter than that.
they're much shorter now.
But there's
He had
no
shoulder
way.
length wigs.
So where did it go to where like his
That's
head
when I
didn't
see
look-
Chloe Bailey. I don't know. I don't know where it went, but she has like a nice lady who does the thing.
Man,
I promise you, that's not what Future did. Future
Yeah.
cut his
Bro,
hair.
Future cut his
I
hair,
refuse
bro.
to believe it, yo.
And you're telling me the wig is the same color as like his hair, like the bleached blonde with the roots growing out that are black. They
Yeah.
went that hard on the.
Facts. That's what a good.
It's all right, Musho. You're on the clock.
Yeah, no, he cut it. He cut it.
I'm gonna hold it down.
You're on the clock.
He
bro.
cut it.
Is
it
Central
look-
C? Because I was thinking about this. Is Central C the most famous Guyanese man of all time?
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Is he?
Here we go.
Well,
Nah, don't look it up. Think of one who's more famous.
I tried.
I can't.
A Guyanese celebrity?
You can't think of one.
Who is Guyanese though?
See?
You have to
Is
have.
Central C.
Hold on, isn't Justine Sky Guyanese?
You have to have
Central
people
C
to
bigger.
compare him to.
Actually, no, I could be wrong. Maybe she's not Guyanese. Who's Guyanese?
You have to have people to compare him to.
Yeah, but
I'm not recognizing the
Central-
goddamn name.
Yeah, put it in ChatGPT. You won't know any of those names, I bet.
Let me
Central C, the
People.
most famous Guyanese person of all
But
time.
is that a big feat? That's a very niche country.
I have no idea who the hell these people
But
are.
people
Black
know-
Panther, the new girl, Letitia Wright.
Letitia
apparently,
Wright?
Apparently she's.
Oh, yeah, I think
Guyanese.
she's Guyanese, yeah.
She got it over my boy?
Yeah.
No.
Nah,
Yeah.
she don't
can't
got
give
it
it to
over
her.
my boy.
Yeah, she does.
Letitia Wright's more famous in Central C?
I think so. Worldwide.
No.
Worldwide.
Nah, man, I don't think so.
Worldwide.
Just because she got that one Marvel movie, that means Anthony Mackie more famous than Central C.
He is.
He might.
Right,
Yeah, he
he
probably
is.
is.
Yeah.
He is still. He is still.
Anthony Mackie was Tupac, motherfucker.
Yo, come on, Mucho. I don't know if Letitia is more famous in Central C.
Central C has an argument
I
for
think
most
she is.
famous Guyanese person of all time.
Yeah.
And does that count if he's only part Guyanese?
Yeah, he's half.
Isn't he like?
So,
We,
Shouldn't-
we,
wait, shouldn't you be?
our brothers are half black, aren't they?
I thought he was a
We can't
quarter.
go back on this.
but
I
do
thought he
you
was a
even
quarter
know that
Guyanese.
he's half? He's just part
No, he's
Guyanese.
half. He's
We
half.
don't know
No,
what
his,
part.
his dad's Guyanese Chinese.
So then he's.
So
a,
then he's not half.
so he's a
No,
quarter.
no. He's Guyanese. Like he's the Chinese Guyanese. Like
yeah. So but
what do you
so
mean?
his
Like
dad is Guyanese nationality wise, not ethnicity wise. So
yeah,
he's
just
not
like
half.
some people are Guyanese and black.
Yeah, but if we're talking Guyanese ethnicity wise, then it doesn't really count.
No, he's Guyanese
Wait, so-
ethnicity-wise. He's Chinese racially.
Yeah, there you go.
Does
Okay.
because Rihanna's mother says like she's part.
Ah,
Chinese.
yeah.
Does that count?
She said 5 countries now. How many is Rihanna now?
I don't.
One
know.
day she's Jamaican too.
No, she,
No, she never claimed.
Wasn't there like a rumor saying that she was kind of Jamaican or some shit?
No, Jamaicans just.
They just be saying-
they're doing everything
they
they
just be
can
saying-
to try.
Jamaicans just want to bring her over.
I don't
Apparently,
know.
Rihanna's mom is Guyanese.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
is
what-
she?
Apparently, it says what it says.
Rihanna's mom?
She was born in
Yeah.
Barbados to a Guyanese mother in a Barbados.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright,
So does that
fine.
count?
All right. If you want
Yeah,
to count
if her
Rihanna,
mom's
then-
If we're
Guyanese,
kinda-
then yeah,
but-
that counts.
Is her mom Guyanese? Okay.
Afro Guyanese. Yeah.
Like,
But is her ethnicity Guyanese and her nationality Bayesian? Is that what's happening?
double checking.
No,
Oh,
but if her mom
no.
is Guyanese and they just moved
they
to
just
Barbados,
born her? Yeah, she's just half.
then yeah,
Interesting.
then that's
And just
Guyanese.
never reps it. Okay.
Yeah, she said it's Afro Guyanese descent. Yeah, so she's full Guyanese.
All right, fine. I'll give it to Rihanna.
He's top 3.
All right. Well, I mean, and speaking of Rihanna, she announced that
No, go ahead.
she's pregnant again.
Did she
Yo.
announce it,
I mean,
or they just saw her?
I mean, she.
That was that like
That
part
was-
of her outfit?
That
or
was the
something, or-
announcement?
Yeah.
she-
Well, initially she like showed her bump when she went to the hotel and like was like posing for paparazzi with her bump out. So she's pregnant with baby number 3, and a lot of
That's-
people are like,
That's that freedom baby.
"What do you mean?"
That's that
yeah.
that baby that's not going to jail. Let's
Conceived
run it
right
back
after
one
the
more
court-
time.
after
No, but
the
she was.
verdict.
I'm pretty. She was. No, based on how big she is, she was pregnant during the trial for sure.
That was a just in case I go to jail.
yeah.
Oh,
That's insane. Freedom baby's
One
crazy.
more time.
But a lot of people are like
Three P's.
critical
Critical of what?
of like her being pregnant again.
What?
That's a lot on her body, though.
Why?
How old
I
is
mean, if your body, if your body, some women are able to just like
Yeah.
go back to back it.
But if you're trying to have kids in a certain time frame or whatever, or
Yeah.
like be a certain age
she? Oh, she's
when your kids
37?
are.
Oh,
yeah,
Rihanna's 37.
yeah.
Damn. All right.
I can see why people are critical. Yeah,
why?
Critical for what? Because of the age?
What's the critical?
because of the age. Like sometimes, like women who are older, like they have complications with the baby when they give birth because of the women.
So?
that are older.
Yeah, but that's her
Some, but
choice.
that's some. I'm just saying there are some. It's rare, but,
But
it's,
what is to be critical about that though?
Yeah, that's
That
her
it's like
choice.
irresponsible, that it's risky or something. Like
I don't think that's the critic. No. Hold on. Let's rewind. I don't think the critic is, oh, she's older and she's having a baby. No one should be criticized for having a baby at any age. Like if you can safely carry a baby at any age, you can carry a baby at any age safely. I think the critic is more, oh, she stays pregnant. Like, oh, she's always pregnant for A$AP Rocky. Like, oh, the album, blah, 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 this. Oh, she stays pregnant.
I don't
this
even
and
get that though. What's wrong?
That
with her
might be
having-
even funnier criticism.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
I know. Like, what's the problem here?
But people are literally like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant again.
Yeah.
Like she stays pregnant. People on, well, the internet.
Boo-hoo.
Then I agree.
there seemed to be a lot of discourse about just like pregnant women and like what they do because they were getting that Flo Milli for performing like so close to her pregnancy. And I just kind of feel like
Well, so close to after her giving birth.
they were saying 9 days or something like that. I don't think it was 9 days because she got on Twitter and was like, "It's 9 days is ridiculous." But I just kind of feel like I don't think it's like you should criticize pregnant women and tell them what they should be doing or how soon after, anything like that. Or
Cardi
how
B,
frequently
didn't
they're
Cardi
getting
B
pregnant, like-
perform at Rolling Loud pregnant with Culture?
Yeah.
Wasn't she like dumb pregnant? performing
Beyonce
at
did the
Rolling Loud?
VMAs while she was
Twerking
pregnant.
and
Yeah.
Beychella-
Rihanna did Super Bowl pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't Beyonce pregnant for Coachella?
No.
But
No.
Definitely not. She had just had the twins after Coachella.
I also think though
Or
the narrative
before
was
Coachella.
kind of like, oh, you're performing so soon after giving birth. Why isn't your man holding it down that you feel like you need to go and get this performance bag so soon and close? And it was just,
But what if she just, and my thing is, some women want to go back to like feeling
Or
like themselves.
the workers,
or, you know,
back to
want
the
to go
grind,
back to
yeah.
working. Like a part of her probably loves performing in her job and she doesn't want to give that up. Women are allowed to have both.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you are as rightfully a mom and you love your child, but you also love your art, you can be able to do both. Because if Savannah James gave birth on Monday and LeBron had a game on Tuesday, no one's looking at LeBron crazy for going to his game on Tuesday.
Yeah, Game 7 he could play on Monday.
Okay then. But it's like, but women are looked at crazy if they go back to what makes them happy or their passion after they give birth.
Yeah, I think it's an unfortunate perspective.
It's also
crazy.
like people look at, you know, being a musician like it's a regular job, but if she didn't go, that's breach of contract.
I'm sure they might
Nope.
have. I feel like
technically.
You have to give back your.
You were given a deposit, and then
Yeah.
you may go to court for that if you don't want to give back the deposit. It's a whole headache that you probably would rather just pop out and do your little set for 30, 40 minutes and then get back on the flight with your kid.
You have to-
Go back to your kid, yeah.
You would have to give your front end back.
Yeah.
You have to give your 50% back and lose the back end.
And people to act like people like in the media, artists and actors and stuff aren't like humans also. Like people want to do what they want to do.
I agree.
Yeah.
And to me, honestly, like if I was Rihanna, I'm popping out babies too. What the hell? If I get to my 30s and it's breeding time, I'm popping out babies back. If my body allows it, I'm popping out babies back to back.
Yeah.
No problem. Breeding time.
And you're rich, so
breeding time. Breeding time. Breeding time.
You heard it, music time. Ain't nothing like
No,
breathing
you got
time.
music time. Breeding time.
Is that can we title it?
We can.
why not?
Breeding
yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Because my thing is like, bro, if I'm in my 30s and, you know, I'm comfortable financially in my relationship and, you know, we have a good lifestyle, have a good flow, and I'm ready to breed, bro, I'm popping out babies every year and a half if I have to.
Do you think Rihanna's like good inspiration for women in their 30s who like, you know, didn't find that someone yet to have a baby with, to be like, yo, you could pop 3 in this decade if
Yeah,
you want to. Yeah.
I think so.
Good
Like, why not?
representation for that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a problem at all. I mean, I don't know if I'd have them that close together.
Did Kim Kardashian do the same thing? Or
She
Yeah, but
had
then she
for the
uses surrogate
first
or
two.
something?
She got them
popped-
lab babies though.
But then she
got.
Where you can choose the gender and stuff. Like,
her first two, like Satan North, were natural, I believe. The last two, I think, were lab babies and a surrogate.
Lab.
His lab baby. Is
Let
that
Kanye
fine
see
to
them.
say?
I don't know. We're just gonna leave that alone.
I'll say it, but I don't want to put Zoe on that.
Well, I mean, sorry, I don't know if that's offensive. I don't know. But my thing is, like, I just feel like when, like, and this is why I also don't really like too much. People like pick the gender. I don't like that. I won't lie. And
So supposedly
But is
that's
that
illegal.
compulsory if you're doing a surrogate?
what do you mean?
I think you could do a surrogate without doing all the
Yeah, you can
customization.
100%. But I'm pretty sure, like Kim knew she had a girl or a female egg and a male egg
Right.
to be inseminated. Right? That's the word, inseminated.
Inseminated,
For
yes.
IVF, right? Like it's
No, it was yes, but through a surrogate. So
Oh,
she
yeah.
had 2 more eggs left, and she's like, "Oh, I have 1 boy and 1 girl." So she wants
But
to use
is
them.
that-
But the fact that you know that it's 1 boy and 1 girl, that means that you chose the gender,
you
right?
feel that's unethical.
I don't know if I'd call it unethical,
But
but
is that-
I don't fully agree. I don't mind. Like, I agree with, okay, I can't carry my own kids, so I'm gonna, whatever, create embryos, okay. But I don't know if I personally wouldn't go with the whole, like, okay, I want to choose what gender.
Choosing a gender is definitely unethical, bro.
Gaming the system.
Why do you think it's unethical?
Bro, you're playing with God.
But I
man.
feel like that's different.
God, you
I
don't
think
even
you're the
believe
one-
in.
but technically,
I just want to
But
I
help.
wanted to hear your explanation
Right?
without including God.
Exactly.
I really want to hear your explanation without including
but
God.
if you're
you can
but
go
if
ahead,
you're
but
if
I
you're
got an
saying
answer.
choosing the genders is playing with God, then technically surrogacy is playing with God too, because it's
Yeah,
not
but-
you.
But at least
How's that any different?
At
It's
least
not
with-
you.
At least with surrogacy, you're still rolling the dice, and whatever happens, you'll take. And it isn't you, but it's your egg and the dude's sperm, right? So, but go ahead.
But choosing like
I don't think
When people
surrogacy is the
say-
same as like playing God or what like people like to say, oh, you're playing God. I think a lot of women can't carry. Like not everyone's body can carry safely.
Yeah.
So like I don't think surrogacy is like playing God. It's kind of like it's community, right? It's
but
women.
if you're talking like technically in the most natural way of giving
Yeah.
birth is you carrying your own baby.
yeah.
So if you're not, then
I don't
that's
even
not
want to say the
natural.
most natural way.
Because some women
It
are
is,
not
though.
able
That
to.
is.
Because but some women are not able to.
Yeah,
Like,
and
Yeah,
that's
so-
natural. That's a
then
part of
technically-
your
According to
body.
God, it should be tough titties.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You
fuck.
can't say that.
Technically,
I wouldn't have said that.
Yo, put that in the white people folder.
But if some people aren't able to carry babies,
Right.
then that person is just unable to carry babies. The same way like some dudes aren't able to
yeah.
fertilize, then they're just not able to
So
fertilize.
then C-section's going against God too. right?
Yeah. A lot of things
No,
are.
no, now we're
that's a
doing
little
like the same
different.
That's
thing.
different.
Because that's still in you. It's just a method of
Nah,
getting
it's
it
It's
out.
not
of
a
you.
natural
It's
method
a
of getting
slippery
it out.
slope.
No, you guys can't say stuff like that.
No,
I'm asking. I'm not saying. I'm
Listen,
asking you what makes something
saying
unethical.
No, I don't
to
think
God.
so.
It used to be
One
a
second,
problem.
1 second. I'm saying all this knowing I don't care what's playing with God because you have life in your own hands, and if you want to have a baby, then try everything you can to make it happen. I don't really care about any of this stuff. So this playing with God stuff is just a funny slippery slope. That's why we're saying all these things. I'm not saying that if a girl is having trouble with fertility, don't try her best. What the hell? I'm not saying that.
I don't think
But-
any of it's really unethical.
but
I
I think
agree with that too.
I don't think any of it's unethical.
I think a better question is because the playing with God stuff is just tricky. But I think a better question is, do you think it's unethical to have a surrogate because of what that surrogate goes through?
What do you mean?
They're risking your life for your baby, risking their life.
I
for
don't
your
think it's
baby.
unethical to have a surrogate.
Would
if
you have
I-
one?
If I couldn't carry, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's controversial.
Why is
But
that?
it's, I'm not. If I okay, this is the thing. Some people think it's controversial. If I can carry, and I choose not to, people think that's controversial.
No.
But if what do you mean?
People think it's controversial, even if they're infertile, and then they hire a surrogate. This is a controversial thing to do.
Really?
They would urge you more to adopt or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh.
Yeah. I think
Because
that's more
you're
the narrative. on
yeah,
that.
because they think of it as exploitation, right? Because the only person that would ever be a surrogate is somebody who's of the lower class.
Who needs
That's
the
not
money?
necessarily true. But you also, and I'm pretty sure this is a rule because I know my old boss had a surrogate for his kids, and in Canada you can't pay someone to be your surrogate.
They have to do it out of their own volition.
You have to do it out of their
Okay.
own like they have to like do it out of their own volition, and also like you can like pay for, I don't know, like stuff to help them. I don't know whether it's like
that almost sounds more controversial because people have some sort of agreement there, like with money. I feel like
On the side.
I feel like someone when
But,
would
like,
someone
let's say-
volunteer that out of like
But-
that?
but people
Well,
have-
let's say in
both of
theory they do.
yeah.
in theory, sure.
In theory, it's okay, so in theory, because I'm not gonna get into in practice. In
Yeah,
theory, do you think it's ethical if they just do it out of their own volition?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm the one to like decide if it's ethical.
I mean,
but
yeah.
I do. Yeah, I
So
think
they
it's
gonna do
fine.
it regardless.
No.
Whether it's for that bad.
What, carry someone else's kid?
No. You're not gonna do that. You'll pay someone to though.
I would only, like I said, I would only do it if I like absolutely can't, and God willing, I can carry my own kids. But I would only do a surrogate if I couldn't carry my own kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, some women's body like they can't do it. Like it's either you carry your kid, like you risk dying, or like your baby won't survive, or like your body, you get preeclampsia, whatever that is. So
Yeah.
or whatever other things, complications can happen. Because like I said, pregnancy can be a very dangerous thing. But if some women's bodies can just naturally, I know a lot of women who can just carry well, right? And I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's.
Jeez. Make a cool 100 racks.
But I'm saying
not?
like some women just do it because like, oh, like I can carry, so
Wait,
I'll
what?
help. What do you mean?
So no. Okay, I get what you're getting at, but I thought maybe for like a family friend or
I don't know.
there's some girls in Canada that just like
Well, yeah, like my old boss, like a woman just found his story on TikTok.
and got inspired and
Yeah,
was like,
and when she
wow.
was like, "Oh, listen, I'll carry for you."
Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
yeah.
Okay.
So like, there are others. I don't want people to think, "Oh, it's only a money grab." Like, there are people out
There
there
are some
that like,
people like
listen,
that.
like my body can do it. There's some women who are like lesbians,
Maybe
but
it's
who
just
are
my
like they want to
nihilism. I
see
don't
what their
believe
bodies can do, but because they're in a same-sex relationship, like, oh, I don't want my own kids, but like I want to carry for, you know, someone else or whatever. That happens.
Yeah. So it's actually funny though, because what I brought up, like the lab babies, like I was imagining like science fiction. They're like in a tube or something.
Oh Jesus!
And they're just that's not a thing yet.
Like a cloning process thing.
Like outside of any bodies.
I don't think so.
They just have an egg and it just develops outside. That's not a thing yet.
I don't want to say
I
you're
don't
wrong,
think
but
so.
it sounds like something.
Not all the way. I don't think so.
Test tube baby.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll grow the 9 months in a
Oh,
in a chamber.
like hyperbolic chamber? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's you're thinking of
Science
sci-
fiction.
So I
think
put-
it's kind of alien.
Can people select gender for IVF? Yes. In many cases, people can select the gender of their baby during IVF, but it depends on local laws, clinical policies, and medical context. How it works is, oh, Lord have mercy, L. Reader. Pre-implantation genetic testing is used to screen embryos for genetic conditions and can also determine the sex. If legally and ethically allowed, parents can choose to implant an embryo of a specific sex.
Oh my god.
That's what I don't necessarily like. That's what I don't like.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Really?
Really?
I don't think
Let's
there's anything
hear
wrong
why,
with that.
brother.
Because when I was hearing choosing the gender, I was thinking like they're modifying the sperm or the egg to change it between like a male or a female. If it's just like, I know that these eggs are boys, or like this sperm and this egg will make a boy and this will make a girl. If I'm just like, yo, put that one in, I don't see what's wrong with that. Because like, instead of just going like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, put that one, how does that make that person any more ethical than someone who said choose that one?
Can I give you a counterpoint?
Yeah.
Let's forget about the ethics for a second, right?
Mhm.
Because you're a parent to a kid, and a lot of dads want like they want a boy, they want to live vicariously through him or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So imagine if you could do this, but now the next generation, 1 million people could do it. The generation after that, millions. The generation after that, half the world could choose.
Mhm. But that's
How many
coming
girls are going to be
eventually.
left?
But that's coming eventually.
But hold on. But
Saying
it
this
is
is
still,
China's
hold on, wait.
issue.
It is still
That's-
kind of choosing because the process is this is based on ChatGPT. There's the IVF process, then there's the embryo development. So embryos are allowed to develop about 5 to 7 days until they reach the blastocyst stage. Biopsy and genetic testing, a few cells are gently removed from each embryo. These cells are tested for chromosomal abnormalities and to determine biological sex. So based on the results of those, then you can choose.
Which ones are which?
Yes. So you're still kind of choosing in a way. See what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
I don't
kind of
think
like
that changes.
once you test the cells, this is a boy, this is a girl, then you select.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's basically the same as what I'm saying. But to what you were saying, that's under the assumption that everyone's gonna pick having a boy.
I don't think it's that unethical for one person. Once you let the world do it, it can lead to some horrible externalities.
I do think there should be it should be a very strict guideline to be able to
I
do
think
it.
in Canada it's not allowed. I think.
Yeah.
Based on ChatGPT. I could be wrong. But they said in the United States.
I think United States is legal. But
Yeah, in countries
Canada's-
like the United States, gender selection for non-medical reasons is legal and available at many clinics. In Canada, gender selection is not generally allowed unless it's for medical reasons.
Yeah.
Example,
Yeah,
avoiding
sure.
sex-linked genetic disorders.
W Canada.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't obviously I support IVF and I'm glad that women can do that because I know a lot of women who had to have IVF in order to have their babies and I'm glad that's something that's been able to happen. But I just want healthy babies.
Yeah.
So with me, it's like I don't even care I want a one boy, one girl. I don't what's what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could
And you know what's
Yeah, go ahead.
and you know what's crazy with this world? People will find even that statement problematic.
That I just want healthy babies? I guess.
I've seen it.
Maybe you're right.
Ableism and stuff.
I've
Yeah.
seen it,
I've
bro.
never seen, what would they say?
Well, people say, a lot of people, I say it all the time, I don't care if my babies are. It's I want to have healthy kids, but then people kind of take offense to it because, all babies
It's
are healthy.
ableist.
And
In an element, I think, to the abortion debates and stuff like that, are people that would get abortions if they found out in advance that their kid was going to have some sort of debilitating condition
yeah.
or something like
Right,
that, or
okay.
be disabled, and
Right.
people say that's ableist.
yeah.
If you want to push this to its very limit, you could say it's unethical to have a kid at all.
I need
Some
to, I need to
people-
hear further more about this.
Some people say that
Because
but
there's kids that need to be adopted.
Okay.
You don't need to add another kid to this world. You could look at it as it's a little selfish because you want to see yourself in your kid. There's a kid down the road you could pick up.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, it's just adopt.
people be
recycle.
dragging it. At that point, I think people just be dragging.
Yeah,
it,
but
bro.
it's just it's philosophy, right? It's just this is a philosophical argument at the end of the day. It just matters how you perceive things.
Because then at what point does it was it ethical? Because they had a kid
Facts.
and they didn't adopt.
People
Facts.
have a lot of takes when it comes to this stuff. I just want people to do,
To shut up.
to shut up and honestly,
Mind their
do
business.
whatever feels right
Yeah.
to them.
I think I'm on the mindset you need to have a license to be a parent. I've always had that mindset.
A license to be a parent.
It should be like getting a gun in Canada.
What would be the
Background
guidelines?
checks.
Right?
I don't know the logistics, but I just know that there are some people who do not deserve to be parents at all. I don't know if it'd be a mental
Precious's
background
mom.
check, about your history, I don't know what it would be, but you need to have a license to be a parent. There should be some ethical or moral dilemma that's going on with your family or whatever.
It's not how life works, man.
I don't know how that would regulate.
If you have a penis and a vagina,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that would
I feel that, but
regulate.
yeah,
or
I
if
don't
you
know how you
have a
logistically.
sperm,
Unrealistic.
maybe not even that. If you have sperm and egg that comes from somewhere,
I think you could say penis and vagina.
because I want people of the same sex. People I'm
Nah,
all right, we're not.
Shout out to all the birthing bodies.
yeah,
Birthing people, yes. Birthing bodies, birthing people,
bodies.
yes.
all this hoopla.
Look how 2025 Mucho got after Jamaica.
Anyways, all this hoopla about kids is stressing me out because that whole CakeGate with the 26 and no kids, that turned into a whole issue too.
Yeah, I feel.
Right.
I was about to say, is that too local? But no, that went super.
I mean, it went
viral.
viral, so we can talk about it. Okay, so backstory. We had, and this is a friend of the pod, right? And she goes viral all the time. And I'm pretty sure Jacquees even commented on the.
Did
on
he?
her- yeah, I mean Jacquees
My goat
said
That's
something
crazy.
commented on the tweet. So anyways, she posted a cake, right? And the cake said 26 and no kids. And she said, "Does this cake look good to y'all?" I won't lie. The cake didn't look bad, but the text looked terrible. Like the way it was written, 26 and no kids, looked so bad. Like it looked like a child did it. It was really bad.
Okay.
No shade. So, people were like, oh yeah, the cake looks good, it looks bad, da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, it ended up being a whole issue with her friend who baked the cake, and it was a whole bunch of her friend kind of snaked her with the cake, and her friend did a bad job, and then her friend aired out her bit over this damn cake. But the issue is a lot of people on the flip side, which is this always Twitter so interesting. On the flip side, people were upset that her cake said 26 and no kids. Because people were like, yo, why is no kids at 26 a flex?
Yeah, you're being anti-parent. No cap. People said that.
Yeah.
Like
Man.
So it hit the side of Twitter like, okay,
That
yes,
weird
this,
side,
yes,
yeah.
this cake is shit. No, this cake is not shit. Versus, why are you trying to flex not having kids at 26? Oh, you're anti-parent. And not having kids is not a flex.
Jesus Christ,
Man,
okay.
you should be allowed to like
Send
enjoy.
me some Jupiter, bro. I'm
Like,
tired
for
of
real,
Earth.
what are we doing?
You should be allowed to enjoy not having kids.
I'm tired of Earth.
I
It's a
enjoy
joke.
not having kids.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
a
like
joke,
having kids is
bro.
standard in your 20s.
Hmm?
Like, is having kids in your 20s a standard now? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. Not for me.
It's a joke, bro.
I always found like the original line funny because unless I'm wrong, it's 21 with no kids.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that's,
whose bar is that though?
Jacquees.
Jacquees. Oh yeah, Jacquees, yeah.
and I was like, damn, people in the South be fucking. Cause like, why is that an accomplishment?
Yeah.
Like over here, like that's not a big deal. 21 with no kids, as it
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
Right.
But in Georgia, I guess like that guy was really proud when he sang that.
Any non-metropolitan city, for real.
He's from Atlanta though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying in general, like, because
Yeah.
go an hour out, they got kids.
Facts.
There's nothing else to do but drugs and have sex.
Yeah, my uni friends, yo, a lot of them, yeah, they're on 2 and 3 right now.
When you
Yeah,
guys
that's
were younger,
crazy.
did you think you were going to have kids in your 20s?
Oh yeah.
Nah.
No,
I don't
didn't.
think
I
so.
No.
You thought so?
I thought so for
I
sure.
knew I wasn't.
Nah,
For
I
sure.
wasn't.
Like, for sure, like, what age did you think, like, maybe number one was going to pop out?
Like 26.
Wow. That's funny. I see what you're
Yeah,
doing there.
26, 27. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna kid, but just the thought of having kids now is like insane.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I
And I'm
didn't think
28.
I didn't think I was gonna have kids, but I thought like by 30 I was probably gonna be like getting married soon.
Right.
And how's that going?
I'm not ready for that. I'm not even close.
I mean, it's funny because like when like you're a teenager gal, like, you know, by 26 it sounds good to get married, and then, you know, by 29 blah blah have kids, and you get to like 21 you're like, yeah, maybe like late 20s, like 25 you're like, what the hell? And then you get to like pushing 30 you're like, yo, I'm nowhere close
Yeah.
to this.
I
Like me,
Like, mentally or financially?
both. Kids are
in
expensive.
this economy,
gang.
both.
Yeah. I think we got that whole concept because we were looking at the older generation and what they did. And then also it's just like that's just not the way life goes
Yeah.
for us, bro. And then on top of that, COVID took like 2-3 years from us.
Yeah.
Facts.
So we didn't
So
even
technically I'm 25.
Oh, that way.
Technically, I'm 23 then.
yeah, like we missed out on some time.
I had this debate like with a coworker today about what was the worst years to be in lockdown for, like of your age.
High school.
Yeah.
I always think that because that's some shit
Prom
you'll never
would've
get
been
back.
high
It was
school.
mine.
Yeah.
Prom.
I was 20, and then I didn't get out of COVID until I was 23.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Prom
No,
is
you mean
fine.
like
Prom
phase
is
of
worse.
life.
17, 18, 19.
Probably high
school.
If you hit that, if you
Yeah.
got COVID
Yeah.
during that, like that, yeah, you
If
missed
you got
out.
hit in COVID, like you're graduating, like see like high school year, like people who miss prom or like university grad, like
Oh, yeah.
High
Right?
key, we had the best age group because we know what life was like before COVID in our 20s, but then still had some 20s after COVID ended.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
no,
it
I was
wasn't cut
partying,
short,
so,
you know?
Yeah, we
I
know
would
you were
I would
partying.
not have wanted to be an athlete in my senior year trying to get a scholarship during COVID.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah,
'Cause you're
being a teenager
You're
during
done.
COVID, like very formative high school years, like grade 11, grade 12. Yeah, those kids lost a lot, yo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because even my 2020 was my cousin in high school then? Yeah, I think he had just started high school.
Yeah, my little sis lost her senior year and first year of uni.
Damn.
God damn.
That sucks.
Senior year and first year? How?
Well,
Senior high school year.
Senior year of high
I thought you
school.
meant senior year of university and first.
No,
I'm like,
no, no,
what?
no, no,
yeah.
no.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
That really sucks.
You don't get to do no frosh stuff. You didn't get to do prom, no wasaga after graduation.
None
Damn.
of that.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Like I said, COVID really took a lot of time. Took a lot of time.
When your cousin came back to high school, did his social skills like not diminish, but like was it off?
Nah, he's up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Nah,
That's good.
he's up.
Yeah.
That means he's up above the average then.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because some of them are, yeah,
Weirdos?
God bless them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't know how to talk to people like that.
Really?
They're just super in their phone or in their house.
I feel like COVID babies are a lot like that. Like kids who were born in like 2020 or kids who were born in like 2019, like right, you know, like the really
Yep.
formative years. I feel like a lot of kids are having a hard time like adjusting because like so many other formative years during COVID where they had to like isolate and you couldn't do play dates or you couldn't go to daycare.
Yeah.
Like that was
I watched my
also-
niece and nephew kind of struggle with that because those very formidable years.
Yeah.
Like
Because the
that.
fundamentals, like the first 3 years, they have to socialize with either adults or other kids.
But you can get that back. You'll never get prom back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
You can
Hopefully-
catch up. You can catch up, you know?
Is prom even that sick? No.
No.
Not really, but it just feels like if that's
My
taken
after
from
prom
you-
was crazy.
Yeah, after prom's lit.
My after prom was
The
lit.
problem is just teenagers hoeing.
Facts. That's why I was. I mean, that's why I was lit when I was a teenager.
Yeah, I was saying, be careful. I think after prom is just people just hoeing. Like to
Yeah.
me, it was like that was cool, but like,
Yeah,
did you
but
when
it
you
didn't
think about it? Did
define
you
you.
like? I like now thinking back at it, I didn't have to go. Like my after prom wasn't that sick.
Yeah,
Like
you
I had
didn't-
way sicker nights in my 20s.
But even prom, like, I don't know. I was of that mindset even then. Like, if you didn't go, you didn't miss out on anything.
Nothing.
Like, that wasn't a monumental moment that you
Over expensive chicken
needed
and a
to
shit
go to.
Do
DJ.
you think the movies hyped it up to like where it was like the peak of like your-
100%. 100%.
But I'm
America
not even
will
gonna lie.
pay.
But that's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna
and
lie.
America too.
That's like American, bro. Cause like my cousins and them in Chicago, like seeing that, cause I was in Chicago when my cousin went to prom.
right?
Theirs was lit. Like they decorate the house. They got the stretch limo. It's like a whole thing. It's
Yeah,
like a real
prom,
thing. And then they get the
homecoming.
hotels after. The whole school books out the whole hotels. Like
Yeah, they're just they want kids to breed.
Hotels.
Yeah.
Hotels is pushing it.
That's why they sing 21 with no kids.
Yeah, hotels is pushing it.
The
Hotels
school-
as well. We just went to some dorm at the local college. Like we had that booked. up.
college.
College
For prom?
Our after prom was at Sheridan College.
Well, I get
Whoa.
it. No, I get it. If it's like the year above you, that's not that crazy. Like the people that graduated last year, it's your first year. Now they're telling you to pull up.
Okay.
No.
Wait, what?
This is the after prom or the prom?
We are like
After
after
prom.
prom.
Oh, the after prom.
The
Okay.
after prom was at Sheridan's dorms. Yeah, for us.
That's hilarious.
So,
Ghetto
so the
ass
people
shit
a
was
year
that.
up, as Trezor was saying, the people a year up invited you.
No. Like we just had at like the way that you're saying they booked hotels for their ours
Booked a
was,
dorm?
Yeah, that was our option. Was we were
damn.
all
Somebody Airbnb'd their dorm.
That is so ghetto.
I don't know. It was kind of. I'm trying to think. Like, is prom through the school like that?
No,
Like, is
no,
it-
no.
Prom is through the school.
Oh, my
After
bad.
prom,
After prom is
it's
not.
organized within
After
like
prom,
the
sorry.
grade 12s.
Because they had security there, and I had a crazy interaction. I remember with security, and like it just being. Yeah, my after prom kind of sucked when I think about
Yeah,
it.
no. Prom is organized by the school. After prom is like, oh, all the grade
Whoever,
12s
yeah.
plan. Like you got groups of friends and you guys all plan to go to in I guess like
Yeah,
the
everyone-
GTA it was Sega Beach.
So from my
Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, okay, never mind. I think
So,
that's.
my-
I did the Wasaga thing. I think that's different.
my after prom was at a mansion in Castlemore. And it's like in 2012. This is around the time Project
So this
X,
is right after, like, so when you're after prom, you mean like right after prom?
right after prom.
So prom ends, like the
Everybody
dance.
goes
You guys
there.
take the limo or
So
whatever.
ours
and
wasn't
sit
like
there.
that.
So that's how ours was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Ours
Yeah,
was directly after.
yeah
right?
we went to someone's house.
Oh.
Yeah, and so and Project X just dropped, so like they tried to do it like that. To this day, I meet people. They're like not from my school that were at that after prom.
Damn.
Like that shit was a movie, man.
Yeah.
Big up Jesse Pepin. Yeah, there we go.
I'm screaming. Yeah, no. My after prom was we went to prom, and then we went back to my homegirl's house. We had a sleepover, and then we went to Wasaga the next morning.
How's mine ghetto? We actually went somewhere. Y'all didn't have like a place to go. Like there was nowhere. Like y'all all
Nah.
stayed overnight.
Nah, Oakville.
I mean,
No, but I was about to say, even like the high school I went to, we kind of had like that American ass like the pep rallies and everything. Like we had crazy lit pep
Yeah, we
rallies.
ain't
Like, it
have
was a
none of
bit-
that.
yeah.
You didn't have
It's
shit.
people. We all just went to Wasaga the next morning.
We did that too, but
Yeah.
all right,
So people had sleepover. Some people went like the night of. We went the morning after.
that's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Wild, 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 wild.
Yeah,
wild.
they missed out.
It's just kids hoeing, man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's good about it. All right, let's move on. What do you want to do next? You want to do?
We could do Dear Relentless.
Oh, I mean, we could do Dear Relentless. There's a few that we haven't done.
What happened to the whiteboard?
I literally just thought about that in my head. I'm not gonna lie.
If I remind Zoe again and she doesn't get it, we like.
There needs to be some sort of
Yeah,
stipulation.
There used to be something punitive.
Yeah.
What's the stipulation? What?
I don't know. It needs to be something.
We're gonna
Zora
cook
has to
something
come
up.
with it.
$20 every week. You forget. The whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's
a good
$20
one.
to who?
Doesn't matter.
to us, to the pod.
No, put it into the pod account.
No. $20 for us. We get some snacks or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just buy us a meal. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get us the pizza down the street.
Yeah, I want a
Yeah,
General
yeah,
Tso's
yeah,
pizza
like
for
that.
every
Yeah,
time you don't
what-
bring
if-
the goddamn
yeah.
white.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Food every time you don't remember from now.
It'll
on.
be
Yeah.
here next week.
We'll do
Okay.
it next week.
All right, let's do some Dear Relentless. Okay, let's see. Which one do we want to do? Okay, do we do Bottle Girl Blues?
No, I don't
Okay.
think we did.
All right, let's do Bottle Girl Blues. Hey guys, I just want to say you guys make my week, so thank you for continuing to give us great shows week after week. I worked my ass off in school for years, and then 5 years I've been in the workforce. My job was very fulfilling, but simultaneously exhausting. I worked in Vancouver doing crisis management, dealing with women and children. After some reflection and awful breakup in my 27th birthday, I decided I needed a change. I have a creative passion project that I wanted to pursue, and I wanted to move back to Toronto to spend time with my family, as my brothers are getting older and so are my parents. I have a lot of money saved, and it was time to do something for me. Summer is coming, and I decided I want a fun job. Just something to do because I always worked and I wanted to socialize, so I got a bottle girl / bartending job for the summer. My friends keep telling me it's degrading. I'm too smart and I won't find my future husband material by doing that job. I, on the other hand, just think I'm young, pretty, and want to enjoy myself while making money. I also have no intention of trying to find a husband right now. Every time I talk about it, they give me the grief and I'm over it. Thoughts? How do I deal with negative outlook on my choices? And what do the guys think of a girl who chose the path instead of staying in her career?
Well, I'll go first. So I'll say this, right? I look at a bottle girl the same way that like women look at me as a host. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I-
you're good.
I started with
You're
Greece.
Yeah. So I look at it the same, like, of course it's gonna be difficult for this girl to settle down. Like every day she basically has to flirt with men for her money. You know what I mean? The same way, like sometimes I invite a girl out and maybe it looks like I'm flirting, but I'm not. I just want her to come out. You
You just like it crowded.
Yeah, facts. And so she's going through the same thing. And even when it comes to filling up a room, she's kind of tasked with that too. That's why they have to post like, "Come see me tonight."
Yo, I really did not know that bottle girls were responsible for bringing people out. That
Yeah.
pissed me off.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm not filling up this club. I'm here to do bottles.
They have
I'm not
to be.
here to bring people out.
that's how they do. That's how they get their regulars too.
I would hate that. Come see me tonight. No.
The regulars have their phone numbers, and the regulars are kind of tricking on them with their tips. You know what I mean? And so
Shout out Bernice Burgos.
yeah, so shout out to her. And so I think like there's no real dilemma here because your friends are right. You're less wifeable at the moment.
Oh my God.
Facts. But you don't really care about that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, keep living your life.
Then you're good.
And like I
Less
don't think
wifeable.
I don't think guys super care if you're a bottle girl 2-3 years ago. Like nobody, at least I wouldn't. Maybe you guys would. So yeah, if you want to pivot once you're ready to settle down, that's cool. Yeah, turn up.
Man, y'all are too judgmental for me.
I just said that I understand how women judge me.
But I was saying like, oh, she was a bottle girl 3 years ago. I can't date. Like what?
I just said I
But,
wouldn't
like,
care.
He's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
don't-
presenting realities of the situation. We're not necessarily the type of guys that are like gonna look at like, you being a former bottle girl as you being like a former OnlyFans model
Yeah,
or something
nobody-
like that.
we're not
But
looking
what
at
we're
it like
saying is there are probably some men that hold that connotation. So there's like that narrative too of like women that are like, oh, she wanted to have fun in her 20s and now she wants a guy to like, like settle down with after the fact, after she's had all her fun and stuff. And that some guys have like a very big apprehension with that. I don't. I think no, you're young. This is the
They're
time.
so lame. Bro.
I think this is the time of your life where she should do exactly what she's doing.
All right, let me ask you guys
Yeah.
specific
If
questions.
you don't
then.
care.
Let me ask you guys specific questions then. And sorry, Zoe, I'll let you chime in. But let me ask you two. So Would you date a bottle girl as she's being a bottle girl?
A girl that is currently a bottle girl, I wouldn't want to do that.
Probably not.
I wouldn't say 100% no, but it's
Yeah.
not something that I would want to do.
Likely not. You, Clyde?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to.
Okay. Now, if she did that 2-3 years ago, she
I don't
work
care. Yeah, I don't
9 to 5
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that doesn't-
Nobody cares.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's having her fun and eating it too. No, having her cake and eating it too. Like,
Yeah. And
Some
there's-
guys may view that though as if like, oh, you used to do OnlyFans almost, like as if it's the same level
yeah.
of like.
But it's a small enough minority that you should still have your fun and be a bottle
And there's
girl.
also some dudes that won't care that you do bottles service.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't really like it.
What do you not like about it?
Like Mucho said, it's the same as that's why I completely understand when girls say they don't want to do that's a DJ, they don't want to do that's a host, they don't want to do that's in nightlife, because it's exactly the same thing. You have to be very mixy. You might be in situations where dudes are aggressive with you or feel like they're entitled to your body. There is a part where you have to create an illusion, like Mucho said, to make more money. Dudes have to think you like them to get more tips. That is a fact. And I wouldn't like that. I don't want my girl fake flirting with dudes to make more money. I'm not comfortable with that.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. That's all.
I want to hear your rebuttal because it sounded like you had one.
To me, it's like I can kind of get it, but like I have friends who've done bottle service, but it's like they are not doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
they're not good bottle girls.
no, but I mean like they. What do you mean?
No, you don't have to be doing anything. It's
I don't
just
think
the
you have to
environment.
be flirting to be a good bottle girl.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think so. I definitely don't think
They
so.
could get more money if they did.
I think if you're just polite, you're having fun, you know what I'm saying? You're pouring the shots on time, you're doing good service. I don't think you have to be like tongue
You're
out.
gonna have to have
I
your
don't
regular
know.
phone numbers.
I don't know.
Facts.
I don't know, because the whole point is a majority of men, the reason that they are going to spend more on you is because they like you. And what makes them like you is if they feel like you like them. Dudes are not giving money to a stingy bottle girl or a girl that's not even stingy, just someone that they don't feel like has any energy with
You
them.
can't just be a personable bottle girl.
You could.
You can, but-
you could be just a nonchalant bottle girl that just comes and you can and just pours.
a nonchalant.
You actually can though.
You could.
I've seen a few that pours a thing and say,
Yeah,
all right,
absolutely.
bye. You can. You could do that.
You're leaving money on the table.
But
Yeah.
there we go. You're leaving money
You're
on
not
the
going to
table.
make as much.
That's it.
But like, it's also too like it doesn't seem like she's like, you know, I need to make $30,000 by the end of the summer too. Like it's kind of for the plot development
she doesn't
kind
care.
of thing
At
too,
the end
right?
of the
Like she's
day,
young.
yeah.
This is the time to do it, right?
At the end of the day, if
it's
only her
okay.
friends care and she doesn't care, then just continue doing what you're doing. It doesn't really matter.
I think it's pretty cut and dry. But like,
But to me, it's like sometimes, and this is where men throw me off. Men like to judge you for the way that you live in your single life. Like, bro, if I'm single and I'm, you know, having a good time and, you know, whatever, I'm outside or I'm talking to guys, like, what? Oh, she doesn't want to be wife. Nigga, I'm single.
is there some professions that you wouldn't date?
I'm just talking about like lifestyle in general. What? Who would I not date?
I feel like you've said that you wouldn't want like the DJ, promoter, creator, host, like that.
Even if they're
vibe.
single.
You've said it.
What do you mean? Even if they're single?
We're saying there's a profession that a lot of men wouldn't date, even if the woman's single and living her life.
I could date a DJ, I think. I would be all right
A
dating
promoter?
a DJ.
How is a promoter?
You'd be stressed out.
I could date a DJ, I think.
The
There you go.
DJ is just a promoter that stays in one spot.
Especially in 2025,
the
DJs.
DJ and the promoter do the same job.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, a DJ's a DJ. And this is why DJing is a lost
people.
art.
They have to get people.
Yeah, but a DJ, you gotta be
Yeah, but
sick.
the DJ does the promoter's job as well, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
In 2025, they kind of have to.
Okay. Anyways, this girl, back to her
You're
entry.
good. Like you're good. If you don't care, then you're good.
Be a bottle girl, man. If you want to do it, you want to have fun. Don't worry about men. Oh, you're not gonna find like, bro. Men just love to talk.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're not gonna find a husband because you used to be a bottle girl. That's not true.
Nah, like
I
you
don't-
have
I
to
don't
be a
believe that.
strict ass nigga.
I know
Yeah,
so
like
many
that-
girls used to be bottle girls who are getting married. Like
Facts.
The dude that holds that opinion, you probably don't want nothing to do with.
Yeah,
him.
that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Like when guys are like, oh, like what's it called? Oh, the lifestyle you live. I'm like, bro, what lifestyle do I live?
Oh yeah, they don't like your highlights.
But what? What is the lifestyle I live?
Nah, man, you're in too many islands.
It's the
bro.
illusion.
I have too many what?
You're in too many islands.
It's
bro.
the what.
I'm on too many islands?
Yeah.
It's the what it could be is what throws guys.
What
off.
is what? How many islands am I on?
I don't know, man. But I don't even know what your highlights look like. But I'm just saying, like, if a guy is like insecure about maybe not showing you new things, then that's
Yeah,
just
I don't know,
that's just
certain
your
stuff is
mentality.
not. It's the same way the bottle girl thing is the same way I feel about selling feet pictures on OnlyFans. I'm not on it.
That's too far.
I'm not on it.
That's worse than bottle girl.
Even if it's quote unquote innocent, I'm not on it.
That's worse than bottle girl.
that's worse than bottle girl.
selling feet pics.
just feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not on
You're
it.
selling your body.
I'm not on it.
Okay.
You're literally selling your body.
I'm not on it. Because even though technically it's just feet,
Nah, bro.
the implication is you are selling it in a sexual way.
Bro, you have a direct deposit that says OnlyFans.
Even if it's not
But it's just
OnlyFans,
feet.
even if it's, but it's still in a sexual way though. You know that the people
I'm not
paying,
making it sexual though.
yeah, but you know that the people paying for this are paying for it
Jerk
in a
off to my
sexual
feet.
Who's at
way.
fault?
Yeah.
The person who's providing or the people who are paying for it?
Right?
But it's both.
No,
Nah.
listen,
How is it both?
listen.
That's
Would you be
like-
okay with your girl doing feet pics on OnlyFans?
I don't give a shit.
Bro,
if
that's
it's
like
feet.
selling-
I don't
bro,
give a shit.
Right
Do you
now,
think- but do you think-
your girl says feet pics. While
I
you're
don't
with
give
her.
a shit if it's feet.
Yeah, you
I
pick-
don't.
Yeah. But it's drug like
No,
drug.
no.
You pimping her out, bro. Like
I'm pimping around.
if you're letting her sell feet pics, right?
Right.
And then she's like, dinner's on me. You're pimping her
And
out.
I'm pimping
No,
her
I'm
out.
not pimping.
How
Bro. I'm not
much?
pimping.
That is not even
She's
close
like,
to
yo,
pimping
it's
her
been
out.
a
No.
good week.
No.
It's
No,
been a
it's
good
not.
week. Dinner's on me.
Pimping? No.
What?
Pimping her out would be him forcing her to do feet pics. It's like, yo, you got nice feet, money's low, you need to go sell feet pics today. That's what. If she's like, yo, I sell feet pics, he's like, yeah, I don't care about that. That's not pimping her out.
You encouraging that too?
I didn't say encouraging it. If she's selling it, I don't give a shit. If it's feet pics.
Then she asks you which one's better.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He could be comfortable with that. I'm just not comfortable with the idea because you
Man,
know
you're-
the intention is sexual.
I
I
personally
can't
think
lie. That is very grown of you.
that is grown.
very
I don't know
grown.
about
Yeah.
that one still.
You
I'm
know
being
that-
devil's advocate.
yeah.
Feet pics would be, I'd be like,
Wow.
yo,
You
if
know
I
the
can't even
intention's
sell the
sexual,
pinky
bro.
pic, what are you selling your pinky pic for? What are you selling that
I'm
for?
Like, even if I'm a nigga just going like, it's like,
Yeah.
You do what?
that's weird.
What are you doing?
Like, that's just weird, yo. And I'm selling that. That's weird.
This guy said, pull up the shirt.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
That doesn't even
Nah,
exist,
man.
bro.
I can't do it. I don't like I would not want to know that dudes are jerking off to my girl's feet on purpose. Like it's different if someone just goes across your Instagram, but you are intentionally selling these things for the
Karuchi did
purpose of like this being sexual.
I don't
Karuchi did
even,
it.
okay, but the thing is, I don't even blame the girls who do that and know that's happening. I blame the guys who buy that stuff.
Yeah, nobody wants to date
Okay,
either.
don't blame the drug dealers, blame the drug addicts. It's the same thing.
Yeah, nobody.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta still the drug dealers still have a part to
And
play.
my bad. I don't mean nobody should date either. People should date who they want. But I'm not dating no girl that's selling feet pics.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wow.
That's fair.
Everybody has standards.
I don't know. I just feel like like I said, I feel like guys be too judgmental. Cause like, I mean, like your single lifestyle and your relationship lifestyle should be different.
Yeah, but when does it start?
When I'm pursued by someone that I want to take seriously.
And when you're getting pursued, you're single.
Yeah, but I also have to change up if I'm like, okay, like I'm serious about this guy.
Yes, like the girl who's a bottle girl who should, if she wants to get pursued,
Yeah,
she'll
but I'm
stop.
saying if men,
in your past.
if men look at me, right, and they're like, oh, she travels and she this and that, like
Nah, niggas are tripping. I was just playing devil's advocate.
You know what I'm saying?
If a nigga sees that and trips just because you go on trips, he's wilding.
People pick and choose though, because if a dude you're talking to says, "Yeah, back in my single days, I used to run mad trains," you'd be like, "Ew."
that is not the same as traveling with your friends.
No,
Yes,
but
it
you
is.
can, no.
What?
I'm not comparing.
What?
I'm not comparing
Nah,
it.
play.
I'm saying you said things you do in your single life should not matter when you're getting cuffed.
Okay, let's draw the fucking line then, Tristan. I didn't know I had to talk about
But this is what I'm
batteries.
saying. What's the
Like,
what's the line?
I think if it's like, oh, if you used to go out every weekend with your friends, or like, I don't know, if you used to travel with your boys a lot, or you used to post stories of you guys wilding or talking, like that's not like, oh my God, like I'm not gonna talk to him because he used to be wilding with his boys.
And I know certain people that wouldn't be okay with that.
Why? That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't think it makes sense.
Like
either,
you used to be like, where the hoes at on your IG story.
Yeah.
So like to me, it's
There's
like,
some women
And
though that would be like the fact that you
talked to girls that are like, yo, that stuff that you used to do, I'm not cool with it. I've had girls
were
tell me
single.
that. And I've had girls tell me that they didn't like the way that I moved when I was single.
You said you wouldn't even want a guy if he used to fuck with white girls.
Did
No.
you say that?
I would look at you sideways, but I wouldn't say I would like never talk to a guy.
I'm
I'd
just
be
saying,
like,
there's a lot of things that people will judge somebody on in their past and be like, okay, I could never,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
can
even though
all
you're
agree.
different now.
I agree with you that it shouldn't
We're
matter.
kind of not disagreeing.
like
We're just saying
to
this
me, I just
exists.
think like if I saw Tresor single, to yo, where the hoes at? I wouldn't be like, yo, I'd never date this loser. He's single.
Facts.
But
I
if him and I
agree.
started talking, and then eventually, obviously, his behavior changed, then that makes more sense.
Even as podcasters, like there's
But I
even
wouldn't
that.
like
if you ever
look
had
at
a
it like,
podcast.
I wouldn't look at like a single person and be like, oh, they're like they're having fun. Unless you're like out here like running batteries and shit. That might be like, all right, you're kind of wild. But like I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is crazy because he asked where the hoes at.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
we found your line.
I just feel like it's weird. So for girls to be like, oh, I would never date you because you used to leave money bags under girls' pictures. Or
I've heard that. I have heard that.
Wow.
And, and it's life. It
The
is
money
what it
bags
is.
was always brazen, but sometimes you just feel like
Tresor used to leave the gem under every girl's photo.
Yeah, that was
That's
my
hard.
signature. The
That's hard.
diamond and the money bag.
That's hard.
Word
Because
to
that's
mom.
like
But
a step.
also-
That's a step above a DM. That's how you know.
Yeah,
hey,
because also
just
like,
let me know.
Because like Zoe said, like I'm single and I don't care. Like who cares? You know? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
Steph.
get it.
who cares?
So
bro?
I'm saying for people to look at Tresor and be like, oh my God, like that's not your man. It's not your man. And he's single.
Yeah.
So why is that turning you off?
And to some
Unless you're now internalizing that, oh, I want to be his girl. But like that doesn't mean anything though.
But they might be though.
That's
but some people
I almost said
because you know what I heard?
I almost said a really bad word.
What did you say?
That's stupid.
Oh,
That's for stupid.
Yeah.
No, God forgive me.
Patreon.
Hey.
That's
Yeah,
stupid.
it's just the thing. The biggest issue that I used to have in my single days talking to girls is like the scale of social media importance was so low to me and so much higher to other people that it could never balance out. Like a lot of girls would care about a lot of stuff that I did not care about at all, and we could never just get to a common place. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
girls would be like, "Oh, I don't like all these girls in your comments. How do I know you're not talking to them? We met on Instagram too. I'm not talking to them because I'm telling you I'm not talking to them. You
Yeah.
have to trust me and done. That's it.
Like
If I'm doing dirt, I'm gonna do dirt no matter what I tell you. So you might as well trust me. Like trust me or
You
don't
hit him
trust
with
me.
that
Like,
bar?
'cause
Real
it's true.
nigga.
But bro,
Real
it's-
nigga.
but I feel the
Yeah.
same way even for guys, like guys that are
Air
so
horn for that.
overprotective over their girl and stuff. If she's gonna cheat on you, she's gonna cheat on you. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Like,
Facts,
yeah.
so what's the point
Yeah.
of being all super controlling and like
Or
stop
trying
it,
to be
bro.
scared on who you pursue because this and that, or I can't talk to her because she does this and she's been here and she had like, it's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what are you actually talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a personal reflection, but
Like, it says more about you than it says about me.
Insecure. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
projection
it is.
kind of thing.
Like,
at a
it's
certain
crazy.
point, yeah.
Like, I don't
it
get it.
is. Yeah. Was that the only one?
No, we can do one more. I mean, we have a whole bunch, but I don't think we can get into all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do one more. Oh, where am I? It's hot as balls. in
Yeah,
here.
we're getting there.
It's hard in
Dying.
It's
Jamaica.
like 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Okay. Literal headaches. Some girls, so Dear Relentless, some girls I know, six of them, and I were having a conversation over the weekend at a girls' night, and my opinions got some looks. Would love to know your thoughts. If it matters, they're 30 to 32 and I'm 28. These are a mix of friends and girls I'm just acquainted with. We were drinking and playing games, and a sex card came up with questions about favorite positions, and I said I love giving head. It's more enjoyable than receiving to me, and I will often pick that over sex. In casual relationships and serious ones, I always make sure we've been tested and I'm not walking around just sucking dick. If I like you or the vibe is good, I'm down, literally. The amount of men I've given head to is more than I've had sex with. I've had boyfriends over the years where it was only the thing I did and I was cool with it. So were they. 3 out of 5 girls in the conversation told me I should ask my therapist for their opinion because it's giving pick me. And there has to be something wrong with me. The other 2 blatantly said to me it was gross, and since I'm currently just casually dating around, I should never admit that or say that because it's not an appealing quality and that most guys would rather I have a higher body count. I usually don't care about people and their opinions, but I've spent the last week in my head about it, approaching it with new partners. While I've never had a problem in the past, I now feel super insecure and weird about it. Would love to hear everyone's opinion. Am I tripping or are they? Nah, you're wilding, girl. You're wilding, girl. That's wilding to me.
How?
More mouth bodies than bodies? Sorry.
Wow.
But I think
That
there's,
was the only kind of caveat that I
That's
felt a
all
little
he had, that's
about,
all he-
but
but I think there's nuance, like in context.
I do not have more mouth bodies than bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, but sure, yeah, I get it, but like
That's you, though.
How much more are we talking? Like,
There's not one man who I haven't given fellatio to that I haven't had sex with.
yeah, I get that.
No man
But
can ever
I'm-
be like, yeah, she just sucked my dick. No way.
Yeah,
But
I
as
get
she's
that.
saying,
But
that's-
that's you.
But I mean, I look. Oh, listen, you're right.
I
That's
ain't
me.
trying to pipe.
Chief
What?
Keef. That was the Chief Keef
But
line.
listen, hold on. My thing, and this is what I will say. To me, this is Zoe Smith's opinion. I feel like giving head is a little more intimate. I think.
But it's third.
you don't have a
base.
love for the game like she does have for
I have
that
a love for the
specific
game
aspect of it.
for men that I have like
Zoe,
close relationships.
You think
Why
giving
is-
head
why-
is more intimate than having sex?
Why is that
I-
third base then? It's not home run.
I don't know. That's my mouth, yo.
But that's you.
that's
Sorry.
you, and I think that's valid.
That-
Maybe not more intimate, but it's close level of like we might as well just have sex. Like for real.
okay.
It's like an assist and a score. It has to have both have to happen.
Yeah. Like your mouth, like it's my mouth, bro. Like what?
I understand.
So it's like I just wouldn't be freely using my mouth. Like that's just not me.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
This is more
Kind of.
important than that.
But
What?
it's
This
No,
is
it's not even more important. It's just this is a package deal.
Package.
Yeah.
deal.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
way you say like that, that
Okay,
makes
yeah,
more
maybe
sense.
it's more of a package deal.
So if you get one, you have to get the rest of it.
So
I
do,
mean,
kind of thing?
if I don't have to do it, I don't have to do it.
do you
Word.
think
The
you're
mouth.
do you think you're like kink shaming right now?
I'm not kink shaming.
Oh,
I just think
sounds like it.
Oh,
little
does
bit.
it? Okay, but okay, listen. Whatever floats your boat, for sure, do it. I personally just think, I don't know. It's just, I can't get behind that.
Well, her target audience is men, right?
yeah,
So
I don't think there's anything wrong with
I don't
what
think
she
so
said.
either.
Yeah, I don't think so
I don't
either.
think there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
I
like if
could
you have
see-
more mouth bodies than bodies, okay. But I would assume like you're not gonna tell your boyfriend. that.
Okay, so here we go though. So if say you
Oh,
and your
yeah.
girl are dating, she's like, oh,
Hey,
did
yeah,
you sleep with
okay,
him?
yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
this is hard to get,
Let's
yeah.
say you and your girl are dating, right?
Yeah.
Do you sleep with him? Nah, just give him head. You sleep with him? Nah, just give him head. You sleep with him? Nah, just give him head. Sleep with him? Nah, just give him head. Aren't you gonna be like, all right?
See,
yeah.
but those
I-
questions would never even come up, so
Yeah.
I would never
I
have
get
that
it,
conversation.
but if, for example,
but
this is-
theoretically, I get what you're on.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't like that at all.
I don't know. Yeah, my smile.
Of
Just
course,
turned
no
upside
one
down.
would. But the thing that
Quite the conundrum when you put it like that, Zoe.
but the thing that we're forgetting though is like it's damn near the same thing. So okay,
Yeah,
she gave him
technically.
head. She didn't sleep with him, but if she slept with him, she probably gave him head anyways.
Right.
every
So
time.
it's still the same number.
I don't think it's gross because she's saying some girls. I don't think it's gross, but I'm kind of like, okay, girl,
But it's
you
still
like,
the same number. Say she
you
only
just
slept
really
with.
like giving
If she
head.
tries
Say
getting
she
off though,
slept
I didn't
with-
fuck him. I just like this is kind of when it doesn't
I
work.
just give him head.
Say she only slept with 5
Men hate,
dudes.
men hate the idea of their girl giving head. Period.
But how are
Yes,
you finding
but
that
that's
out?
what
Are
I'm
you
saying.
asking that
You
question?
can't ask
That's
that
crazy.
question.
That's a crazy thing to ask.
No one's asked. Like
Yeah.
I would never ask that to
Me
even
neither.
find that out. Though that's the thing.
I don't
And if a girl, if she has 5 bodies and she has 15 mouth bodies, in my brain, you just have 15 bodies. Like, what's the
No, I
difference?
was with you until that part.
No, but what's the difference?
I
What's
get
the
you.
difference between a girl telling you she has 5 bodies and 15 mouth
Because she-
bodies
Same
and a
thing.
girl telling you she has 15 bodies?
because she didn't have sex with 15. She only gave head to 15.
Yeah, but if she had sex with 15, she gave head to 15 still. It's still the same number of heads given.
Did Bill Clinton lie?
It's still the same
Did Bill
number.
Clinton lie?
Oh yeah, I didn't have sexual relations.
It's oral sex. It's still sexual relations.
true.
Yeah, you
Still
still
a
had
body.
sexual relations with that person. So in my mind, I'm treating it
So
the
it's-
same as if a girl said she had 15
So
bodies.
sexual relations is just sexual relations, full scale.
Yeah.
The body's way more, of
That's
course.
why Bill Clinton got perjury. Now I know what you mean.
The body's way more, of course, but I feel like I don't think there's much of a difference. It's just I would never find out that information.
What you're saying is logically sound.
She said she's had
It's not
boyfriends
logical.
over the years, bro. That was the only thing she did.
I think that's a
And
kink
that's on
thing.
both of them,
That's just a
yeah.
kink.
Yeah, she definitely just has a kink for sucking dick.
Jesus Christ.
I honestly listen.
Of course, no, like as a man, you don't want to know that information.
If you like it, I love it. That's just not. I can't get behind it.
Yeah, but Trezor can. He can get behind you.
That's just something-
Theoretically, in another,
That's just something that I just wouldn't like. That's just not. I just don't think that's something you should tell people. Like, tell the dudes you're trying to date.
Because if it was my man, like, oh yeah, I just ate 20 girls out, but I only fucked 2. Like, are you stupid?
Yeah, you're kind of bag.
That's not.
What are you doing? Move, bro.
Golly.
Like, that would cheese me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I be like,
What are you doing?
You be doing that?
no, that's not what I was gonna say.
Munch ass.
I was gonna say I don't like people. I think people should just be able to do what they want to do.
No,
if you want to,
I don't think she's gross, and I don't think she needs to go see a therapist.
Nah.
But I can't relate.
Her,
Can't
I,
get
don't-
behind that.
I think her question is like it's twofold. It's like,
But also, like,
am I
you gotta
insane,
be
but-
safe. I feel like you gotta be super safe sucking dick. That's your mouth, yo.
Yeah.
And she said that she does her due diligence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
said
sure.
that.
She has to
Yeah.
get
said that.
tested. Yeah.
but
You
it's
don't-
the
you don't want
same. You
that
gotta be
bump.
safe.
To say
having
that it's,
sex.
she said it's even more pleasure than receiving. I cannot get
But
behind
that's on her.
that.
Yeah, that's on her.
That's her
thing,
bag.
for real.
Yeah, that's a king for real. I can't get behind it.
Yeah.
More pleasure than receiving? Are you crazy?
That's on her.
That's
and
what-
realistically,
You don't have the love
If
for the
we're
game for that
dating-
aspect as much as her then. Yeah.
She might be one of those
I
girls
like
who-
the love for the game when it's mutual.
I think she might be.
She
one of
loves us so much it doesn't need to be mutual.
Yeah, I'm not
some
there.
people are just givers.
She might be one of those girls. Who
I'm
just,
a giver too.
Well,
Some
she's
people
just
are
more.
bigger than-
She's
She might
more
be
of a
one of those
giver.
who just get off on seeing the guy like being pleasured.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
just
but
more
she's
of a
like
giver.
extreme, though.
She built different.
She's a
she on
selfless
level
giver.
10.
She's a.
What'd you say?
No, she on level 10.
Oh, I thought. My bad.
Yeah, she's a selfless giver.
What do you think?
I'm selfless. Listen, I think we're all selfless givers.
Some people are just more than others. And realistically, any girl that we date, we don't know her mouth bodies anyways. So this situation could be a situation that any of us have been in and we would never know.
Yeah.
You
so,
become
so
privy
so
to
what's
that
the
type
point
of
of-
information, yeah.
you don't act like this. Like she's in a. If she thinks she's insane, we disagree.
No,
If
she's
she-
not
She's
insane.
not insane.
But her
No.
friends think she is.
Yeah, I think her
well,
friends
because
are being judgmental.
Yeah, they're being overly judgmental.
Yeah, but if she's worried about what the next man that she dates thinks, they won't care because don't bring it up.
Yeah, just don't, literally, just don't bring it up.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I don't.
Yeah.
Because then eventually it's like, bro, like, what are we doing?
What do you mean? What we're doing?
Like, I'm just doing this all the
Only
time.
one top.
Like-
right, Sean.
I
That's
mean,
what she
because-
wants.
But like that's what she wants to do.
And no dude's gonna say no if she's just like, yeah, I just want to give you head. No one's gonna be like, no.
I mean, you better not say no. Jesus Christ.
But it's like, how? Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know how much pleasure I can really reach just by giving head.
People are different,
She
man.
might just like you just get.
You
like,
can give
seeing
or
the guy
get.
being
People
pleasured.
got different
So
tenacity
I don't know
and
how
dedication
much pleasure
to the game.
I can reach myself
you
when
can
I'm
get.
just giving head.
Do you
Yeah.
find pleasure in seeing the guy being pleased when you do the deed?
Yeah, pleasure isn't like
Some
I
girls-
feel
some
good,
girls-
but not like I'm
not sexual.
not
pleasure.
sexual pleasure.
But
You know
some
what I'm
girl-
saying?
But some girls get
Like
your
it might
sexual
get me
pleasure.
going, but now it's my turn.
Yeah.
Like what are we doing?
Okay, so I feel like this is kind of the same as lesbian girls that use strap-ons.
Oh yeah, facts.
How is it the same?
You're
Okay.
getting pleasure from seeing them. Nothing's happening to you, but you like doing this.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Oh
It's
no.
the same thing.
No.
Oh yeah. Well, because they're getting a
What's
little
the
friction.
difference?
They're getting a little friction.
I think there's listen, I'm not a lesbian. I don't know how strap-ons work, but I think there's
Yeah.
something that also
oh, it's two-sided.
I don't think so.
That's not what
Two-sided the whole
That's
time.
not,
I don't think the
I don't
joint-
think that's what we're.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think the
that's
joint
what's
Young M.A. is
suggesting.
I don't
using
think
is
there's a-
two-sided.
I don't know if there's a
Okay, hold on.
How does it strap?
I don't think the joint Young M.A. is
we need
using
a
is
lesbian.
two-sided.
We
bro.
have members of the community that
I
have been on that we
think
could
it's a
probably-
strap. But isn't there something that like
No, that's probably the evolution.
Maybe on
now.
some of them, but not like the regular.
Yeah, that's the PlayStation 6.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's regular practice.
Yeah, that's not the regular joint.
PlayStation 6.
evolution of the strap?
Yeah. No, I'm mad interested now.
That's
I
not the
think there's
regular.
look that
something.
up.
Okay, if I have a strap on, right? I think there's something that like goes in my area.
I don't think that's the regular
Is it-
Okay,
standard.
Wait,
so
does
when
the-
I thrust, I feel like I feel something.
That's
Does
the
anybody have any
premium
lesbian
strap.
friends we can ask?
Yeah, let's call him right now.
Yeah.
I
Oh, we're
don't
calling
know.
one?
On a lesbian subreddit.
Oh, what does it say?
Oh, perfect.
I love having research.
I feel like it's just like wearing like a cowboy saddle.
Well, regardless, to get friction
jock.
one day.
Yeah.
So
There's what?
there's lesbian. So there's tops and bottoms. Like just the same way in like, gay people. There's also like lesbian tops and bottoms, as you were talking about. Like,
Oh, where?
Oh,
with
shit.
strap on versus with Why don't you read out that comment that I found?
I don't think I can read some of this. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So there's a few different kinds of tops. So there's like it's a spectrum as per usual, right?
Yeah.
So the ones that you're talking about are like stone. They refer to it as like stone tops. Purely are just into it for
The strap.
yeah, with the strap
For the
purely
administering.
to, like,
Yeah.
give the
Just
bottom
dishing it
pleasure,
out.
right?
Okay.
But obviously it's a spectrum. So like there are ways that you can get off like with the strap on,
Yeah.
and then like run it which is like considered a run of the mill top. And you can find a way to like get off with the right angles and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there are, but there are different dynamics in which you can still get off.
But where's the Nintendo Switch 2? What, like, they have.
The point is there's different types.
They have
So,
the.
in
what-
other words, it's just like variations of toys, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's variations of toys and there's variations of dynamics where after that, then there might be some.
We need to ask a
Are
lesbian.
you a run of the mill or a stone?
Yeah.
All right. Well, answer your question. You're not crazy. I don't think you need a therapist. I think you just like giving head. But
Yeah.
I mean, not.
Just-
I think your friends are a little harsh with it. Hey man, if you like it, I love it. I just can't do it. So
Is there a kink that you guys are just like, nah, like I won't go for it?
yeah,
Anal.
There's probably a lot.
There's whoa.
I'm not doing anal.
There's probably a lot of them.
Okay.
we need to.
What?
That was so.
What did he say? I didn't even-
Anal.
Oh.
Okay, let's just keep saying it. Like,
We can't say anal?
That's
No,
pretty.
no, anal's fine.
Yeah.
okay, but we need to maybe.
No, it's
He asked the question.
We need to soften our edges a little bit.
no, we don't.
okay.
No, we don't. We're at the 2-hour mark.
I'm
We're
not
fine.
putting it in her butt.
Is that any better, Zoe?
There's no difference here.
Okay, you wouldn't do backdoor.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Back no.
There's probably a lot of stuff I wouldn't do.
Like
I'm not
what?
gonna lie.
yeah, because
A lot of
you're not
stuff.
naked. You're not like we know you.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, bro. We can't just have like regular sex.
Would you not-
What is
God
regular?
forbid I just want to have normal sex.
Do I have to put the Spider-Man suit on?
What is normal sex? Just
Christ.
The internet fucked up women's brains, though.
why?
it kind of did.
They kind of.
Why?
Because vanilla got vilified.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yes, it
wrong
did.
with vanilla.
But what's vanilla?
Exactly. Vanilla's a spectrum.
Yeah, man.
I mean, because like to me, like
What's
Van-
vanilla to you as a woman?
vanilla is like missionary, back shots, cowgirl, like just like basic.
Oh,
positions.
hell yeah. Sounds great.
To me, like that's vanilla
sounds,
to me.
Sounds amazing.
So then there's more that you want to do.
So what's the
obviously.
level? But this is what I'm saying. But the thing that I don't think is because it's like I don't think women can like explain what the next step would like. So what would be level 2?
Yeah,
That would make someone
gotta,
not
like,
vanilla.
punch her in
They
the head
can't.
and
They
shit.
can't answer that.
You
You can't say that.
there's women
But
that would
I'm
consider
saying,
a
like,
guy
women get,
vanilla
like, oh,
if he
man.
didn't eat ass. Would you?
I don't think that's
Some people
vanilla.
would say that. Yeah.
but
That's
I
not
think
vanilla.
that's like there's levels still. Like that's not vanilla, but that's
Some
like,
that's entry level to a lot of women.
entry levels eating booty.
They're like, I'm never talking to a guy if he is
Americans.
even gonna
Yeah,
say
A
that.
lot of my
American
American
women.
homegirls
No,
and
that's
American
normal.
homies, they be on it.
Okay, I would say not eating coochie is like not allowed.
That's fair.
yeah, but that's still
Tell that to
vanilla, though.
Jamaicans.
I think that's more than vanilla. That's like
Eating coochie's still vanilla, though, no?
I think
Are we
eating
in
coochie is
Jamaica or
vanilla.
are we in Canada?
Bro.
I think-
Are we with a truthful Jamaican?
Facts. I think eating coochie is vanilla.
Yeah.
Eating booty is not vanilla.
Nah. That's chocolate.
Ew, come on. Don't be gross. Don't be gross. Yeah. I don't think that is.
Caught that law.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. One thing, bro, I hate a over freak. Like girls that like swear that they're such a like this just sex like expert.
Oh my
Like,
God.
cut it out.
There's-
Bro,
I-
they see a scene in a movie and they're like, that's it?
They swear like
Shut
stop
the
it. And
fuck.
more times than not, like that's not them.
A lot of people get their libido confused with how big of a freak they are. A lot of people just like having sex often, and they're
That's
not
cool.
big freaks.
That's
really,
cool.
you know?
Yeah.
That's the good part.
But even like, what's considered a freak anymore?
Exactly.
Man, I
It's
don't know.
There's
subjective.
levels. People don't know what the defined freak is anymore.
It's
they just-
subjective.
There are some people that like ghost face masks, and there are some people who just like
Oh
vanilla
my
sex.
God.
Ghost face
Ghost face
What is
mask.
that?
There's a king
Like the
that,
scream masks.
Yeah, something like that.
What, they like restrict air movement?
No, they
No,
want
it's
to wear
almost
like
the guy wears a ghost face
masks.
mask, and like they have sex. Like it's almost like the
Oh, so
intruder,
just-
like,
Oh, the scream mask.
yeah,
Like literally what you said. All right, fuck.
yeah, the scream mask. Yeah,
Is that because to me that's not even freak? That's just like what's going on.
Yeah, you're
it's
like,
like role
you're like
play.
a furry.
It's like a role play kind of thing.
Is role play freaky though?
yeah.
It can be.
Yeah, that's
Some
not
people
that's,
can
that's not
say
vanilla anymore.
That's not
It,
regular.
it
Role
depends
play's
on
not-
what you're doing.
You're not vanilla anymore. I never role played, yo.
Never.
Nah.
I think role playing is fun.
I'm just like, what?
Depends on the
I'm your teacher. Like, I'm not doing that.
I'm
shit.
too unserious.
What the?
The girl calling you daddy in that realm.
Daddy's inappropriate now.
I'm not saying it's inappropriate, but if we're talking about role playing and like just
Okay,
using
hold
the different.
on. Role playing daddy is different. Just saying daddy is one thing, but role playing daddy is weird.
No.
Okay.
He's saying role play. Like, let's say you're role
Isn't
playing
that
as
like-
student and teacher, and then she says daddy. Now we're getting in a weird zone. That's what he's saying.
No, I was just saying a girl calling you daddy is just kind of putting it sort of in that.
Ah, you gotta allow that, bro.
Oh, I'm loud with it. I'm just saying.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I think role play is not that.
I don't think it's that crazy.
I don't think so either.
We go to party.
I just
City?
can't do it.
Fucking hell.
You have to go to parties.
What are we doing?
Did you watch Modern Family? Did you watch Modern Family?
A couple seasons.
Yeah.
You know what, like, what's it called? Claire and Phil, I think they role play every anniversary or every Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
yeah.
And they have like characters and they like meet at a bar.
Yeah.
And he like picks her up.
Honestly, when you're 50 or whatever and you've been married for
Yeah,
20
I get
years,
it
yeah,
then.
all right,
You
maybe,
need to find some shit like
yeah.
I get it then.
All right.
Put on the Batman mask.
Right now, like
You with these masks.
you don't
Yeah,
need
but
to-
you look a marketing.
This the third superhero.
Yeah. You said Spider-Man. Yeah, Iron Man and that's Batman. Why you have all these?
Want to be Thanos?
This is what I split you in half. All right.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just. I like superheroes. I'm not. Not in that context. I've never. No, I'm not in that.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Let me find out you have Superman, Batman.
No, it's not. I've
Holy
never
shit,
done.
man.
Oh fuck.
Shout out to.
Never put
Yeah.
on a mask.
But honestly, you can't be married and not try things. That's what I always said. Once I'm married, like I'll do whatever.
But he asked a question. He kind of answered. You got to
What?
answer.
What was the question?
Is there a kink that you absolutely do not like? You fuck with at all? Like there's a yeah.
Like I said, if I'm married, I will probably. I mean, I don't like that CNC stuff.
yeah.
I don't play
Oh
that.
yeah,
What is
that's
that?
Consensual,
Consent,
non-consent.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't
Or
play those
even
games.
anything like
I
I
don't play
don't
those
like
games.
stuff that's too physical. Like that makes me uncomfortable.
body-
You don't.
Like-
You don't want
like-
to choke too hard.
Like choking too hard. If you're asking me to smack the hell out of you, like
Oh, like
stuff
beat-
like that,
Nah, I don't.
like BDSM.
yeah, like it's a very
couldn't
fine
50 Shades of
line.
Grey it?
Nah,
I could get there.
Yeah?
110%.
You like
'Cause
to
it's
get,
a
you
fine
like to
line.
get like smacked.
Maybe not smacked, but like tied up, like hung.
Oh,
and what
yeah.
like
From like
okay.
the
you know how they like
True,
they
true,
kind
yeah.
of like hang you in like a I don't know, one of those
Yeah.
things. I could definitely get there.
like the like say if you're hung from a rope like this with your wrist. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I
You want to
could
be
do-
suspended. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
maybe suspended's a better word. I can do like suspension.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you meet a lot of them freaky women at them cosplay stuff. You meet a lot of them fucking because he knows too many moves.
Yeah, like what do you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you could get there, Tresor.
No, he's not.
There's not getting there, man.
Nah.
I don't know, man.
There's always
that
a
is
bad-
okay.
Like
Stay there.
yeah, like I don't know.
I just feel like if you're gonna be with someone for a long time,
Yeah, you get bored.
you're gonna eventually someone's gonna get bored. Eventually, you gotta start spicing.
I don't think
things
there's
up.
anything wrong with trying stuff. It's just
Yeah, I'm too young for
there's
that.
limits.
Yeah, suspend people in the air.
Clyde, you didn't answer.
What, like that I wouldn't want to.
Yep.
I'm not like big on the whole pain thing. Yeah, like I don't
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like I don't
What kind of pain?
like
Oh, that's funny.
very light, moderate, sure, but like when it's like actual like leave a mark type.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have fun.
It depends. Like don't cut me.
Some people,
Some people are.
Yeah, but like I think like
or some people like want to be like smacked or something. So to the point where it's like
Bruising.
you can see it after or something. You know.
yeah, I think that's kind of subjective though. Because if someone like smacks my ass really hard and that leaves like a red mark, that's not like.
But like
a bruise.
bad like red
bruise.
bruising and stuff like that.
And
Like,
that's why
no,
I don't
no.
like physical stuff, because you can't necessarily like control the amount of pain that you give to someone.
So you need a safe word: pineapples.
But what if it's too late? What if the first time I smack you, I smack fire out you?
Holy shit!
Like then it's too late.
I think the whole purpose is like working your way up.
Yeah,
Like I
let's
don't think
go
you should
on
be.
level
Yeah, you
10
shouldn't be
on the
smoking. You
straight
shouldn't be
first.
smacking fire out of someone the first smack.
But
That's what
some
she
people
said.
don't.
Like
some
at
people
least,
don't know their own
like,
strength.
Let her say like, oh,
my
you know,
God.
add some bass to it. Don't just go pop.
Nah, I'm not down.
Like, don't do that.
I'm not down.
Amen.
Or any, like-
I'd rather stay safe than sorry.
And I feel like this goes pretty easily for any like fecal stuff. Like
Oh my God, I didn't. My
Oh,
brain didn't even
fuck.
go there. Hell no.
no, that,
You're not
yeah,
pissing on her in the
Pee,
shower?
I'm not on that either.
no.
You got peed on in the shower though.
Yeah, that was involuntary.
You
I
would
didn't-
pee on a girl
I
in the
didn't
shower.
consent to that.
Nah, I would never.
You peed on a girl in the shower?
Nah.
You're a liar.
Nah.
That's crazy, Mucho. Why?
This is fun. I don't know. I had a lot of water that day. It's okay.
It was clear. He
Like, was it on her? Like, oh God, I don't want to know.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was-
crazy.
Yeah.
I could know. I'm not there.
Nah,
No, I'm
everybody
definitely not
clean,
there.
man.
Huh?
Everybody clean. We're in the shower anyway.
But pee? Like, what's the fun in that?
It's fun.
everybody got different love for the game. You know, it's
It's-
different levels. You know.
Zoe, do you know about live sex clubs? I'm asking him lead up to the question.
Like, where you walk in, everybody's having sex?
You ever
Yeah,
heard of
there's one-
Oasis?
I've heard of Oasis. Yeah, I had a friend who used to be security there.
There's one in Toronto that me and my girl found by accident because we were bar hopping.
By
and then we
accident.
ended up going like into that shit.
By
And I looked
accident.
around and I immediately just went like, Jesus. And I immediately just walked down like, yeah, no, I'm not staying here because what I saw was way too much.
What did you see?
How did you accidentally? No, hold on.
Yeah, what
Let's
did you
rewind.
see?
No.
Because, like, the
hold
club-
on. Stop. How did you accidentally go into a live sex club?
Because the club that that we went into, they converted from like a regular bar into the sex club at a certain hour.
So
But I
they
didn't
didn't
know-
say like, "Hey guys, this is a da 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 this, and here's the entry and da da this."
I don't want to say because I was drunk as fuck. I don't remember if they told us before we went in or not. I remember just going in, seeing all that shit, and I went and I just.
What
ran
did
the
you
fuck
see?
out. A lot. Like I saw like they have rooms where like people just like talk, conversate at the bar, and then they have a section where like couples will go off and they would have open rooms, and you would hear and see like there's people having sex, and there's also people who are like trying to mingle with other couples. So it's like a very open, like free world within that bar.
Yeah, this nigga kept walking.
No, I didn't. I'm telling you.
I mean,
how
if you're
I did it.
in there, you might as well see.
You would say-
browse.
Take a game.
I wouldn't stay, but like if I'm in there, I'm gonna see what's going on.
Just
in
so I was
here.
getting content if he's here.
So it's gonna be like, "They got me in a sex club."
I'm gonna at least take a look around and see what's going on.
Before
in
Trey
here.
answers, how do you think these people looked?
I was literally just
Old
about to
and
ask
white.
that. I was just about to ask. There's no way anyone is over a 7 in there.
Yeah.
Old
They
and
must
white.
look disgusting.
It was mostly, I want to say 30 to late 50s.
30.
30s, yes.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, bro.
Would you swing?
No,
Never.
no.
Swing. So that means like you
With
smash
my
you smash dude's girl and then he smashes yours.
Yeah.
Correct.
You smash my wife, I smash
Hell
yours.
no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
No cucks.
I'm going to
here.
jail.
Yeah, I'm not
no.
Kanye, yo.
Is there a word for doing that if you're not with the person? That I might be more open to.
you'd be the
Oh,
guy.
like if they recruit you.
No, but I mean, like if I'm with someone that I'm not actually with.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Oh, like it's more like a friends with benefits
Trizzo
thing?
is a freaky boy.
No, because at that point, I don't care about you like that. Like it's not gonna hurt me to see that because I'm doing my own thing. But I couldn't do it with someone that I care
Like
about.
you could swing with like a friends with benefits type girl.
Yeah.
But you couldn't swing with like a like your girl.
Hell no.
Okay.
That's jokes. Yeah. I
Hell
mean,
no.
we're all sharing. Yeah, fair enough. We all share in real life. So you might as well.
Just at different times.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get to.
Oh yeah,
But-
a lot.
I mean,
We did like 2 topics.
Yeah.
we're at,
Eh.
we're at almost 2 hours and a half.
Ask the hypothetical.
What's the hypothetical? Oh my God, Kim, whatever. This hypothetical. As a straight man, if a girl wanted to try an LGBTQ bar because the food looked good, would you go?
I'll meet you after.
That's funny, man.
The food look good.
Say the food looks sick.
Yeah.
Like it's fire, but it's a gay bar.
I'll meet you after.
That's crazy.
Would you go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
The food's good. They're not gonna fuck me. Like, what are you scared of?
I'm not scared of anything. This just isn't my environment.
Gay bars are lit though, I won't lie. I've been to a few gay bars, they be bumping.
Yeah.
They be live. And if they had sick ass food, I'm in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be opposed.
I've been to one.
But if they're
Nothing different.
Oh, you been to a gay bar before?
Mhm.
Okay. The niggas hit on you?
Nope.
Damn, you didn't have that shit on.
I didn't give a shit. Why would I care if a nigga hit on me? What the fuck?
If you don't tell me,
That's kind of a good point though.
What?
if you don't tell me,
you weren't looking good.
Damn.
Why would I want to look good for another man? What the
No,
fuck?
it's not, no, not even for another
She
man.
want to look
like-
good all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to look good for all the time. Maybe I'm not the guy's type. That's
you-
good for me. I don't care.
You dressed down that night.
if you don't tell me,
Mucho's roping gay niggas at Shake Shack.
Yo, relax,
what?
relax.
What?
I'm getting roped.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm getting roped.
Mucho's getting roped by gay men at Shake Shack.
That was a crazy way you put
yeah.
it.
Yeah, Mucho's getting roped by gay men. So if he went to a gay bar, he's a hot commodity.
if you don't tell
buy me
me
some
and we
wings.
go there and I'm in there and then I find out, I won't leave. But I'm not going knowing that we're there. You know?
I'll thug it out.
I'm not running out because we're in a gay bar, but I'm not going with you to the gay bar.
But what's stopping you from literally just going in there and eating food?
His Jamaican heritage.
I could go somewhere else. This is not my environment.
Okay.
Even with the Jamaican heritage thing though, like there's a lot of gay men at Carnival.
Oh,
There's
was-
some- there's
There was a
some
lot of
parties-
gay dudes in Jamaica.
Yeah, it's some points I'm like, yo, there's a lot of gay men in here. Like
Think
I'm
times
seeing
have
more-
changed.
I'm seeing more gay men than straight men.
Like openly?
Yes.
Times have changed, bro.
I won't lie, I was surprised.
Damn.
Some events, I'm like, bro, I'm like, yo, there's a lot of gay men in here.
Progressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm just like, damn, like,
Look at
Like,
Jamaica
surprising?
coming around.
I was surprised for sure.
Do you think they'd walk around like that downtown?
No. Mm-mm. I don't think so. Maybe I could be wrong, but I
I
don't think
saw
so.
there was one gay dude where I don't know if he was. No, I don't know the proper word to use, so I'm not going to use any word.
Just try.
But he looked like a girl,
Oh.
you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he was a drag queen.
And I saw him talking to someone.
I don't know if drag queen is the right word.
This is why
Was
he
he
tried
like-
to
It
avoid
doesn't
the
matter.
words.
Yeah.
Let's stop guessing. Just go with the
That's
story.
fine.
Do you think that they were trans?
Probably
Mm.
Okay.
he was they were talking to someone, and I think they were talking about something about if someone tries something with them, and they're like, "Yo, nobody's gonna try." But when we were by the Bob Marley thing,
Oh, wow.
I feel like you probably know who I'm talking about. They were like doing a headstand. They were bugging out, bro. The only person that looked like that over there. They
Low
were
key.
bugging
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So that person, they were talking to someone. I think someone's like, "Yo, what if someone does something to you?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Yo, no one could do nothing to me because I'll cut up them blood clot." And I saw them take the biggest knife out of their
What?
bag that I've ever seen in my life. Like I saw them
I'm
remembering
take the
this now. I
knife
didn't see
out
this
their
one.
bag.
Like a
The
machete?
knife was like this long in a purse.
Whoa.
So they're strapped. So they're ready for people to test them.
Yeah.
Wow.
A giant machete.
Holy shit.
God, Lee, you missed this part of the story.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
live.
remember seeing like this person and
Yeah.
Where was this?
I didn't know
At the
that
Bob
was-
Marley statue
When we took
outside
the
of
picture
the.
of
when we went
last
to when I
episode.
was at Carnival.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't see.
yeah, it was at Carnival.
You're getting
Oh yeah,
food
yeah,
at
but
the
we all
first
took
stop.
the picture together, no?
Yeah, but I didn't
This
see
was
that.
after.
No, that was
That's
way
crazy.
before.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I'm talking about
yeah,
at the
yeah.
end, like where
Yeah,
we went to get
got
food.
you, got you.
Where you got the
Oh.
chicken foot soup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did not. That's crazy.
A big Rambo knife.
Golly.
So they're ready.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh
stay
my
safe.
God.
Stay protected. Yeah.
All right.
Deal with a lot of violence.
Well, I mean,
Big up
yeah,
the
there's so
Batiman.
much more, but we can push some of these to next week.
I don't know if you're supposed to say that.
I
You
can't
said
say
big
that.
up the what?
Big up the Batiman.
First of all, you
I
shouldn't
don't-
call them Batiman.
They call themselves that.
Yeah, but it's okay for them to say it. You can't say it.
I don't got the N-word pass. All right, my
Not
fault.
for them, no.
Yeah, my
You gotta.
Yeah, that's offensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nah, now they can go to Jamaica. It's fine.
You can't call someone a Batima. That's offensive.
I actually can't.
Even if
No,
they're
you
gay, you
can't.
say, yo, Batima. You can't say that. It's offensive.
My fault.
To
Would
the
you
slur.
would you call someone the F word?
No.
Or how
no.
women call each other bitch. Like, you know,
Yeah,
No.
you can't say it.
we can't get that off.
It might
Shout
be.
out to all my gay niggas.
Okay, you know what? Like, thank you guys for so much.
Okay.
Episode 17 of the Relentless Diaries podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Oh my God.
That's better though, right?